Fuck.
Restart it?
Hey, we're live.
Oh my gosh.
We're here with Tim Dillon.
What's up, guys? It's
What's
beautiful
up, dude?
home. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you for having me.
Oh,
here.
thanks, man.
Thank you.
I got to get a cleaning lady.
They're around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured
They're in
this.
abundance.
You can get one easy. You could get several.
I don't think I'd have to get in a car. I think I could walk
No,
within a block.
you could get one very, like on a bus stop, anybody will do it.
Yeah, true.
Anyone will come back to the house.
Yeah.
That and an exterminator.
Oh, yeah.
You can get an exterminator here.
I need one. These
in
flies.
5 minutes. They'll just come over the house. They'll invent problems that aren't there. They'll tell you about other things you don't have that you might have.
The mail lady here yesterday worked as an exterminator for me. There was a possum dead in the front.
No way.
And she was like, I got rid of that possum. It's been here for 4 straight days. I was like,
Is that what was stinking?
I'm hoping that's what stinks. Something in this house
Yeah.
occasionally stinks like shit.
It's probably a dead
And
animal.
I was hoping it was the dead animal.
Yeah, it's probably that.
Where was it located?
It was out front left.
That's where you were catching the smell.
Front left, though.
Yeah.
I've been catching it. I have been catching on this side of the
Front
house,
left, yeah.
which is nice.
That's a dead poss.
Hopefully, yeah, but it must have been
Coming
dying.
through the walls
Must have
is
been dying for like a month in there. And then went out front to die finally. I don't
Did
know.
the right thing, yeah.
It did the honorable thing.
Yeah.
And
Where did she put this thing?
I don't know.
She
was
sells
like,
it to like a tax.
she was like, I
place.
found. She was like, just so you know, I got rid of that dead possum, and I was like, what are you talking
It's like
about?
the Wuhan lab. They're selling the animals out of the back door just to get.
Bringing them back to life.
Yeah, we have where I live. There's a taxidermy place like right on the corner where people will bring in like their dog, and they have a taxidermy. Or like most of it's hunters,
Hunting, yeah.
but every now and then like somebody will come in with a cat, like a house
Stuff
cat,
a cat.
and they'll do it. They go, yeah, we'll do it.
I'm going to bring a dog in and be like, they'll be like, oh, is your pet? Be like, I hunted it. I hunted this dog.
No, I kidnapped this. I took it out of someone's backyard. That's one of my things.
Be nice.
Yeah, you could bow hunt fucking golden retrievers in people's backyards
All day, dude.
That'd be pretty sick.
All fucking day.
Rogan told me when we first moved here, he goes, my wife saw a zebra. And I go, oh, I don't really? And he goes, yes. He goes, there are zebras in the hill country occasionally.
What? There's parakeets. There's wild parakeets.
Well, I'm just saying that's what I was told. And maybe.
There could be. There
could be. There could be. But he said that. He goes, my wife saw a zebra. And I went, in the hill country. And I live out there. So I go, I've never seen
I'm gonna
one.
keep an eye out.
Keep an eye. I'd love to see. If I woke up and I saw a zebra, I'd feel good.
Yeah,
So, I don't know how it.
I had to do that. I did do that with Naeem. Naeem Ali was like, in Philadelphia. He was like, I was driving and I saw a wolf on the side of the road, and I was like, Naeem, bro, please don't make me argue with you. I argued with him. We were on a road trip. I argued with him for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I was like,
saw a
there's
wolf?
no wolf.
Yeah.
There's no wolves in Philadelphia. There's no
no
wolves
way.
anywhere near that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a wolf sanctuary in like North Jersey, but I don't think they made it to Philadelphia.
I mean, if one of them got out and got on the highway and got hit,
They'd be
and
dead,
no
yeah.
one collected, and somebody hit a wolf, and a wolf
Yeah.
was dead on the side of the highway.
it was probably a husky.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
for sure. And he was like,
Great
no, it was
Pyrenees.
huge.
There's
I
other
saw its
things
face.
that-
I was like, dude.
Like we had something in Long Island, and they called it the Montauk Monster. It was a weird looking thing that washed up on the shore, and people like it's from the Plum Island Disease Research Facility. Like it's something they were experimenting on, and like multiple people just came out and go, no, that's a dog, and it's just a bloated body of a dog, and no one cared. They're like, it came from Plum Island. It's a secret government experiment, and then the guy's like, no. When a dog dies, its body bloats.
Lose its hair
It
and
loses
bloat.
its
It's
hair.
gonna look fucked up.
And it's gonna. That's exactly what it is. They're like, that's literally what it is. No one cared. They're like, no, it's crypto. It's a chupacabra.
That happens.
Yeah, that's easy. I can see how that. Yeah, if I saw it,
Yeah,
I would. If somebody didn't tell me a dog washed up, I'd be
yeah.
like,
No, they're like, it's
that was a
thing.
chupacabra.
Yeah.
It's a freak.
The thing, Naeem had a good point though,
What?
because when he was like, I saw that. I saw a fucking a mountain lion, or like a cougar or whatever. And then
There was one gone in there was one
Back in a
Delaware
blizzard?
County Wild, yeah.
Yeah, he said he saw the tracks.
No, I'm not gonna
Which-
give him the tracks.
I mean,
Not
I
even-
remember vehemently arguing that I did see Santa Claus. when I was about his age when he saw the mountain lions tracks. And if I didn't know now, like if somehow there was like a news report that they were like Santa was in the area,
Yeah.
I'd be like, I did see it.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to
know.
give him mountain lion. We all used to go hunting for that mountain lion. There was rumored to be a mountain lion loose, like in Delaware County, Pennsylvania. So you
Just
take
one?
BB guns. One, yeah,
Just
apparently.
one.
Just one.
Random
No,
mountain
but it's
lion.
true.
Yeah.
There was.
There was one dude.
There was.
That's great.
So then everyone's like, yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
And then that justified him seeing
We
a
had
wolf.
one in LA. It was called P22. And P22 was like, there's tons in LA, but there's one that anyone ever, they had a tracker on him. And he had a Twitter account. And they would tweet out, like, I walked 10 miles yesterday. But then it would start tweeting out things like, I'm probably trying to find water. I wish there wasn't climate change so that there would be water. Like, and then it would tweet out crazy stuff. And then it would tweet out like Black Lives Matter, all this stuff. They're just an animal.
P22.
And then it started shredding. This was like the mascot of LA, this guy P22. Then it started just killing dogs and cats and attacking people. So then they just quietly killed it. They put it down. This cat, this big cat that was like the mascot of like, it was on social media. Like, I'm in the Santa Monica Mountains. They would take photos of it. They'd upload it.
Yeah.
And then they just had to quietly like, oh yeah, he's lost his mind, and then just killed it. They were like, oh yeah, he's in Silver Lake now. Like busboys at restaurants are like, oh shit, because it's in the alley, like growling. They're like, oh yeah, we just gotta quietly kill. And then they just quietly put it to sleep.
I like that it was on the right side of history at first, though.
Oh yeah, it was doing the right thing at first.
Correct.
Voted
Doing
for
the
Trump.
right thing at
Voted
first.
for Trump.
Voted for Trump at
They were
the
gonna
end.
build
Get these
like
immigrants out.
in LA, like they were gonna build like a wildlife bridge. I think they have a few of them where like in their minds they think that like,
Oh, no.
yeah, they're just gonna walk across because they get hit sometimes on like the 101 or 405, and they think no, they'll use the bridge. And none of them used the bridge. No one's seen one of them on the bridge ever. It's just like a little bridge. No one's ever.
Is it like a rope, like a zoo enclosure bridge, or is it just like a?
Yeah, it's like a weird thing that goes over the highway. That like I guess like if you're a mountain lion, you would just go over that. But no one.
You'd have to hire people to go pss, pss, pss,
Yeah,
all day long.
right. And no one sees these mountain lions. Like no one ever sees. It's very rare. They're on a ring cam. You only see them on like a ring cam.
Yeah.
Occasionally.
Damn, that's kind of cool though.
It's cool.
They'll
but-
fuck you up, won't they? Won't they
Oh,
attack
they'll
you?
fuck you up.
Oh my god.
They'll fuck you if they're
They
hungry.
fuck joggers up.
Oh,
Yeah, they will fuck you up if they're hungry for sure, and even maybe if they're not.
yeah, that's terrifying.
Which is
I was
all
scared
right.
down here when I moved. I didn't know like what kind of animals were down here, so
There's
I would like.
fucked
Here,
up
you just got to
animals.
worry about like little things, like a brown recluse spider will ruin your day.
Yeah,
You know that things like that.
It's all
But
baby
it's
rattler.
rare.
it's all baby rattler.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, little guy
That's nice.
had the
Where'd you see him?
brown spots on my trail. I was walking.
Nice.
Yeah,
yeah,
pretty
things
fun.
like that here. But you don't. I don't think you get real big. You don't get big things
Nice.
here.
Yeah, I walked through the grass and I'm like,
I was in Arizona. We were afraid of the javelinas, the pigs.
what?
Oh,
you
yeah.
would appreciate this. I was
course.
drunk with Doug Stanhope walking around in the middle, and there was just wild pigs. And he's
Just
like,
wild.
"We gotta go." He's afraid of the javelinas. He's dressed like a fucking clown from the 70s.
Yeah, they're
There's
his
a
natural
pig out there,
predator.
and he's drunk, and he's like, "Oh, they're
Dude, they'll
blind."
gore you.
Yeah,
They'll
they
gore
will.
you
There's
right in the
packs
thigh.
of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The desert pigs.
The desert pigs, they
Jesus.
get to the trash at night in his neighborhood,
Yeah.
and he wanders the neighborhood at night. And that is his
He's
natural
mindful.
predator.
Yeah,
That's his
natural
predator.
predator. Yeah, he's mindful of it.
Please let Stanhope get killed by a pack of fucking
Just
pigs.
eaten by javelinas. Return
It'd
to
be
the
the
earth.
funniest thing. He would like
Crazy.
that.
He would love it.
He would
Love
be
it.
like, please, yeah, he'd be
He
happy.
quit smoking.
No.
He did.
Quit sig.
The last time I saw him at Mothership, he goes, "I quit smoking cigarettes."
That
Damn.
sucks.
He did it.
Snoop Dogg quit. Him and Meek Mill went to Dubai to quit smoking weed.
Now, why do you think that is? Why do you think
Why
that?
did they go to Dubai?
No, well, no. I mean, I get that, but why?
Why, why do you think he quit?
Yeah. What do you think it was?
I
He
think
probably
there's-
has like a collapsed lung, dude.
There's
He's-
probably a real
yeah, it's
health.
probably a doctor said something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really? Meek Mill's quitting for real. Dude, I do know guys that like smoke like 12 blunts a day and you just can't do that forever.
you know that's bad.
Yeah, like you're smoking like construction paper all day, every day. Like your lungs are going
I
to
had a friend that didn't smoke cigarettes and would go, "I don't smoke cigarettes," but would literally have just blunts in ear, in a mouth, like just constantly. And I'm like, dude, you're smoking cigar, like inhaling
Yeah.
cigar paper.
Well, they're sprayed with like strawberry flavoring
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
which God knows
Vanilla
what that-
Dutch, strawberry Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so funny though. Now, if any like black dude has to quit smoking weed, you have to go to Dubai. You have to go there and
You have to
dress
make
like a
a
sheik for a
pilgrimage.
month. Dress like a
I'm done
sheik.
smoking blunt.
It's so
Yeah,
sad.
convert to Islam.
That idea makes me laugh so hard.
I've never
Just-
been. Have you been to Dubai?
No.
That's people love it.
Really? I don't.
I don't know. I don't. It's not for me. But like people like
It seems like a worse like Miami.
it's people just dig it.
Yeah.
People,
What
they're
is-
trying to position it to be like the Miami of
Yeah, like
the
Vegas,
desert.
Miami
the
type.
Vegas of the desert.
Yeah, I had an
new
Uber
spot.
driver
Yeah.
tell me about it one time, and he was like hyping it up. Like you can go to the nightclubs,
Yeah,
the
like the
girls'
cops.
night. He was
the
like, it's
cops
just
drive
prostitutes.
Lamborghinis. It's like that
Yeah.
sucks.
He was saying that you can go to nightclubs and get prostitutes. And I was like,
It's
sweet.
like a super rich, crazy world where you can kind of do a lot of stuff. Like there's indoor ski resorts.
okay.
Like it's crazy. Everything's got to be indoors because it's like 112 degrees. So everything happens
Yeah.
indoors.
And the cops drive Lamborghinis.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Yeah.
sick, dude.
No, it's
I
probably
mean, it's just Grand
probably
Theft Auto. It's just a Grand Theft Auto level. Yeah.
Yeah, my wife wants to go there, and I've been saying no the whole time. Like I'm not going.
She wants to go to Dubai.
Yeah. She wants to go to Dubai so
Tell her
bad.
no.
Dude, he crushes black Instagram.
It does.
Yeah.
Dubai, you go-
Yeah, no,
True.
it is.
True.
Dubai
It's
is
a world designed by rappers.
Yeah.
It's a rap place. You know?
It's a scourge on black Instagram.
You gotta get her to give something up when she goes.
Dubai.
Yeah.
Bickering
She
with
doing
me.
it? Bickering.
True.
She should post in a full hijab. Just
True.
Yeah.
I'm done bickering.
I'm done bickering.
I've given up bickering.
I'm gonna put away all the stuff.
Yeah. It's time for me to put away stuff.
Yeah, I should tell her. I'm gonna warn her. Like, bro, you got to understand. We
If
go
you
there.
go.
No chirping. I'd hate to see you get taken away by the authorities.
Right.
There's gonna be chirping.
I know, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is an interesting place for black Instagram to be like, this is the place, the Middle East.
It's hilarious. I can't stop laughing about like Arabian dudes encountering just like black dudes
Meek
from
Mills.
yeah, Meek Mills just full chic, turbaned out, and just being like, "What's
It's wild. Yeah.
Anyway,
smoking weed." It has like a weird, vaguely spiritual overtone on it, but it's just
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's just a weird place. You're just in the desert, so you're like, yeah, dude, this is really important for me to do this. You just get hammered in a club and have sex with a prostitute.
Yeah.
you just have, just an Atlantic City experience.
Yeah, you could do that
Exact
an
same
hour
thing.
from your house.
They're trying to make Atlantic City a family-friendly place now.
That's not going to happen.
I know. It's a big
It's good
push.
to see them try with Atlantic City when it is hopeless.
Yeah.
It's the definition of
That
hopeless.
place is fucked up.
It's
so
fucked
bad.
up, and
Those
it should
old
just be
houses.
what it is, which is like a place for like bachelor and bachelorette parties,
Dude, yeah.
for weddings that have a 80% chance of unraveling within 2 years, like marriages, like the worst marriages.
That was my bachelor party for my first marriage.
Atlantic
You're gonna be
City.
20. You'll be the maybe you're
Yeah, I mean that's a guaranteed.
No, it's a horrible.
It's so accurate.
We did one. I mean, they're still married, but we did Mike Lawrence's bachelor party. It was me, Scott Chaplin, Mike Lawrence, Mike Racine,
Just the most autistic fucking.
and we
bachelor
just
party.
went. Like he doesn't drink, so we just went to like the Showboat, and we went to like a buffet, and then we just walked on the boardwalk. It was like tragic. It was
Yeah.
bad.
It's fuck, dude. They have billboards for whippets on
Yeah.
the Atlantic City boardwalk.
Really?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
I'm not lying. They have literally huge billboards for like you can go puff whippets down there.
yeah.
was
Well, that's
so
maybe
fucked.
the only way to really enjoy it.
We just did
It's to
that.
be like huffing. It's a place where you got to huff.
Probably
to get
huff your
the
way
most-
into being like, this is Dubai.
Yeah.
There's the Burj Khalifa. It's like that's Ocean's
Yeah.
casino.
You're just watching a street fight. You're like, I'm sitting front row.
Conor
There's
McGregor.
Trump. You're pointing at people.
Yeah, they're in an effort to make it more family friendly. They opened an indoor water park, but it's like $112 per person to go
Yeah.
there.
By the way, the brain-eating amoebas growing in that water. Like,
Holy fuck.
it's always a tragedy. Like, like it'll be like 6 months from now. They'll be like rare disease closes water park.
Yeah.
Well, China's popping off right now with child pneumonia.
What?
They're going nuts. Supposedly, China has like a new plague
No,
Dude.
good.
of pneumonia, and it's affecting children. And their masks are on. I'm not even kidding. It's like
Dude.
It's
I wish you didn't tell.
That's like-
I wish you didn't tell Matt this.
That's like the new iPhone over there. They're just
No,
dropping
it's
strains.
the up-
They do
Yeah.
have sick strains.
You got a new virus.
the
It's
out.
the
update.
new iOS.
You update it every
Child
night.
pneumonia.
Child pneumonia in China.
I don't want to be a conspiracy guy, but it is fucking weird that it's like another election.
Oh yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
like, hey, how about one that goes for the kids?
Dude, that
It's
was
weird that it's happening.
Yeah.
They're gonna need to pull out some pretty serious stops this time.
This is gonna be
The Dems are gonna have to pull something out.
They're
Child
in
pneumonia could do it.
trouble.
They're in a lot of trouble.
They're in deep trouble.
Yeah, child pneumonia would get it done though. That's a good one. 'Cause that last
I
one
don't
was
know.
just
You know what? I gotta
8-year-olds.
be honest.
I don't
with you.
think a disease
I
will
don't
work.
think it's gonna get it done this time.
True.
They're
Trump-
gonna
all
be like-
Trump has to
people are
do
gonna be
is-
like, walk it off.
Show up to UFC events.
You're gonna be telling a 9-year-old who's coughing like, keep your mouth shut. I'm going to vote.
Yeah,
You know?
true. Yeah, I guess I don't know. You think they'll win?
Who?
The Dems.
No.
No.
Yeah,
No.
not at all.
It's-
huh?
But they are going to have to do
Why are they
something.
running
They're going to
Biden,
put up
though?
like a desperate Hail Mary.
Why are they running by? I don't understand why they can't get a cool young guy to be like, hey.
There's no cool young guys left. The only one they might have
Gavin?
is like Gavin Newsom, who's a good debater. He's decent looking, but California's a mess, and everyone hates California, and everyone
Yeah.
hates him and what he's done to California. Like he was the mayor of San Francisco, which is, I mean, it's
Yeah,
a
true.
third world country. And what's kind of interesting about him is how happy he looks all the time.
Yeah.
Like if you're in a state where literally it's collapsing, you can't look that happy all
Yeah.
the time. He always kind of looks positive and happy.
True.
Yeah.
Say what you want about Lori Lightfoot. She did play the role.
Oh,
She
Lori,
just collapsed personally.
nobody did it better than her. Nobody embodied the fall of a city physically more than that woman in every respect, by the way. I mean,
What was her superhero costume?
the Corona Destroyer.
She looked like Beetlejuice.
She looked like
fucking
She looked
crazy.
crazy. She looked like the Orkin bug guy with who's like sprays things. No, there's nobody did it better than her.
I want to look at it. She
nobody
literally looks
did
like,
it better
it looks
than
like
her,
she's
bro.
on Howard Stern.
She left it all in the office, though. You got to give her that. She truly
now
left
she's
it
at
all.
Harvard.
What?
This is why we're a fucked up country.
What is she?
Oh,
What'd
wow.
you go to
She's
Harvard?
teaching at Harvard. I don't know. She's teaching politics, government at Harvard.
What?
Just
She's
walking
Lori
around
Lightfoot is
with her
named
voice, with that voice.
Senior Leadership
this.
Fellow.
She was in the airport everywhere too. If you traveled in
Yeah.
Chicago, she had her like image kind of plastered up on
No,
the
she was a
screen.
Batman villain. She was a Dick Tracy villain, even, and she would like yell at. My favorite thing is she'd have a press conference, and somebody'd ask a really reasonable question. They'd be like, "Hey, so there were like 30 murders yesterday," and then she'd be like, "I'm not tolerating this."
It's so good. It's so good.
So she would be like, "I'm not tolerating
And
this."
she'd go, "I'm not tolerating this. We're moving on," and they'd be like, "We're just asking." A 14-year-old shot 4 people in a mall, and she'd be like, "This is confrontational. I know where you work. I know the people you work for." And she had this like raspy, guttural voice, and she refused to be accountable for anything that would go. People just bring up what went on in the city. They go, "Hey, so a flash mob robbed and beat a couple outside of RPM Seafood last night," and she'd be like, "We're not doing this today."
There was a new guy who started trying to do this chant where he was like, "If you're not from Chicago, keep our name out of your fucking mouth." And they're like, "Why do you guys have so many murders?" Like, that's our business.
That's family business.
That's family business.
Dude, you can't do that. Yeah, it was like, let's do a chant right now.
Biden hits that. Biden hits the "we're not doing this today."
Yeah.
He just
Oh,
walk. He just literally stops. He walks away.
Yeah,
Really?
You're thinking
Every
about the
once in a while.
Roomba is perfect because you watch them
Yeah.
go. I mean, it is crazy to all you go like, it's elder abuse, and it's crazy. My favorite
True.
thing about him is that they had a family meeting over last Christmas, and they reported this. It was in all the papers, and it was a big meeting in Nantucket. And they had the holiday there, and the meeting was to determine if he was fit to run again. And then they like after this meeting, they're all like, "We're all on board with this. We all think it's a great idea." And I'm like, what possibly could have gone down
Yeah.
at that meeting where they go, "This guy should go run for president again"? Like if he was
The
a
second-
math
like
teacher,
this upcoming
if he
one?
was a math teacher, they would go, "Pop, hang it up." Like there's no job he's fit to do. Like any family with any kind of decent, like they'd be like, "Buddy, hey, Pop,
Yeah.
you did like don't like if he was a lawyer." They'd be like, "Buddy, you don't have to work from home.
Yeah.
You do a case a
Yeah,
month."
the family
Step down.
meeting was obviously not real.
No, it wasn't
But
real.
If it was real, yeah, it's funny to imagine
I
what.
think maybe there's I've always had a weird theory that like they don't want someone in there who might uncover stuff, because I think there's fuckery, and I think that they don't want, especially while Trump is around, they don't want somebody getting in there that might, uncover fuckery.
Yeah, they're like walking them off though, dude. Like the fucking.
Because it looks like
it
feels like a mafia thing where they're like, no, we got it. He's good. It's like it feels like what are you worried about? What are you doing? That you don't want anyone else in there. It's weird.
It is. Something's fucked up.
It makes no sense. It's like I don't get it.
I like when he does try to answer questions.
It's the best.
And then his staff has to come and be like, yo.
No.
Yeah, don't do that.
Because he'll go for it. If somebody asks him a question, he usually tries to
He'll
answer.
try.
Really?
He does
He'll
his
try.
best.
And he's frustrated, which is a lot of like really old people get mad like at themselves, like they're because their brain's not working and they're like mad. And you can see he gets mad that his mind won't allow him.
Oh, that's sad.
He's had a tough life. You got to remember.
Yeah, he did.
Wife died, kids died, like the son dies, the wife is wiped off right with a car accident, something crazy. Then the son dies.
On drugs.
The other son's on drugs.
Yeah.
Starts dating the dead son's daughter. I mean, I'm sorry, not wife.
Yeah.
Like it's not a.
I didn't know Jill was the nanny.
Jill was a nanny.
His nanny that was in his car when the wife died.
I guess
Something?
I don't know.
What?
Something.
I got
up.
that. That's not a
What do you
good
think?
source.
True.
That's war
You
mode.
said their nanny died with them?
I've been hanging out with Billions, but
True.
the last couple of days I got hit with a lot of fucking things. The nanny Jill was the nanny to his original marriage,
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
allegedly.
She's also not a
According
real
to
doctor.
Billions Spot.
They
which
call
I
her a
do- I do
doctor.
believe.
She's not really a doctor.
No,
She's not a
she's
doctor.
like a kindergarten teacher.
It's crazy.
She's like a doctor
teaches,
of kindergarten education.
Elementary school, and they call her Dr. Jill Biden. So it's kind of nuts. I thought Michelle Obama would be their best choice because
You
she's
think?
not a politician. She doesn't have a record. People like her.
But she has to hide her dog.
She must be hiding
That's the only
something.
problem. The only issue is that she's a guy. That's the only
But
issue.
that's the only, like, for real. I know that's a fun conspiracy.
Yeah.
But there is something preventing her from becoming president.
No,
Because she
1,000%.
would be president in a landslide.
She'd be the
Every
president
day
in a landslide.
they don't announce her, I get closer to being like,
Something's going on there.
maybe she has a cock.
Something's up.
What is going on
She's
here?
the perfect candidate, except for the fact that she was a man when she met her husband.
You know what's nice is if they run her, Trump will, when he gets desperate, in a debate, be
It's
like,
coming out.
You have a cock.
No, Big Mike is coming out in that debate.
That's what they're calling her. They're calling her Big Mike.
That's
I'm not calling her Big
That's
Mike.
my favorite conspiracy.
Big
Yeah,
Mike.
I'm not saying it. But
It's one of the
someone's
best
saying it.
conspiracies.
So funny.
Because it's reached the actual. It's
Mainstream,
reached the dads and uncles.
It has, dude.
Yeah.
My dad and they'll be like, "You mean
No, one of
You
my
mean Big
mother.
Mike?
One of the
Get her
last
the
things
fuck outta
my
here.
mother said in her mental institution in the common area when they were. By the way, we went after she died. We went to like get her stuff, like whatever, like Beanie Babies and stuff that had littered around the room. They called us and they were like, "You want to get her stuff?" My aunt's like, "We should get her stuff." I wanted to be like, just give it to the other nut jobs, right? Just give it to them.
it up.
They're not going to know who's Kermit the Frog this is. They're not even going to remember. One of them, best case, one of them might go, "That's Patty's Kermit." But no one's going to remember. So we go in there to get your dead schizophrenic mother's Beanie Baby. It's the most depressing day ever. Oh my God. And I was so thankful. One like woman, one of her orderlies, like a Jamaican lady, pulled me aside and she goes, "You'll like this. It's really funny." A couple of days before your mom died, like Michelle Obama was giving a speech, and like your mother was sitting there in her wheelchair just watching. And we went over to her. We're like, "Should we leave this on?" And my mother goes, "Should we leave her on?" That's Michelle Obama. And my mother goes, "Yeah, you can leave her on." But then my mother goes, "I think that's a man." So it reached my schizophrenic
It reached
mother.
everybody.
Somehow in her mental institution in Jamaica, Queens, it got to her.
That thing. That's
So right before she died, it's the last thing she learned on Earth. It was the final thing she learned on Earth. She goes, "Oh, that woman might be a guy," and then literally she just had a bowel
it's a
obstruction and
curse.
checked out.
It's a curse. She probably spread it to the Kermit.
Yeah.
She probably went in that room and
Yeah.
was talking to the Beanie Babies
Yeah,
like,
it's a
Michelle
gypsy.
Obama has a dick.
She gives it to another guy.
Yeah,
He
somebody's
gets
gonna pick that thing up and
Yeah,
be like-
pick it up. Go, wait a minute, you do see a bulge. Look at her on Ellen. You see a bulge.
She finally connected to reality.
She finally at the very end.
But it is, by the way, there is nothing better. If it is, and that's why I want it to be true, because it's funny. There's something about it being true and then her having the confidence to free ball on Ellen and just
have a dick hang out.
She's like one of those dudes on TikTok in the gray sweatpants who's like, take a look at this, trying to get views. It's like crazy.
Yeah, I wonder why they don't frill. It's crazy. They don't. I never thought about that because I'm like, yeah, they
came to I had a Friendsgiving, okay? And I'll say this, and I don't know if this reaches Caitlyn, and if it does, God bless. But to say that Caitlyn is a masculine person would be maybe the understatement of the year. Caitlyn walks in the house. First of all,
wait, Caitlyn Jenner came to your.
She comes with her girlfriend. Her girlfriend is a trans.
Wait, see your Thanksgiving?
Yeah, to my Thanksgiving. Friendsgiving. I invited you to, but no one's in LA. Everyone, I get it.
Damn, you
could have told me.
Well, that's why I wanted you to come.
Could have told me they were coming. I would have been there.
This is great. So she comes with her girlfriend. Her girlfriend is a trans MAGA influencer. Okay, so this is my dream. This is perfect for me. This is all I want. The whole party, everyone else. I love Andrew Santino and everybody, but it's about this.
Yeah.
It wasn't about anything else.
For sure.
So she walks in, by the way, she walks in like 15 minutes after the supposed it starts. No one's there yet. There's like 3 weird people that I barely know. And then Caitlyn Jenner walks in. She walks in, she's like 6'4", built like a brick shit house, walks in. She's, a specimen, right?
Yeah.
She walks in, she shakes my hand. I go, you're really punctual. She goes, and I taught my kids how to be punctual too. They're all punctual. And it's like the most dad thing to say ever. And then she like shakes my hand. I'm like, yeah. So like we give her a drink and like you just like then like more people start to come. Maybe there's like 20 people there now. And then she's just talking about how no one's patriotic anymore in America.
Awesome.
And how like, so she's standing in the middle of my kitchen showing people pictures of her plane and going, nobody's patriotic anymore. When I won those gold medals, she goes, people were cheering for me, but they were also cheering for America. Yeah. Nobody's fucking patriotic. And then she's surrounded by LA godless scum, who have to swallow this message. And like some of them are agreeing. And her trans MAGA influencer girlfriend starts going like, has kind of a low voice, but she's like, she goes, well, she goes,
kind of a low voice.
Well, she goes, I think that one of the real problems with this country is that nobody appreciates it for how good it is. And I'm like, yeah, and we're just rah. And it's just it's the craziest moment.
I like that you did have LA people there that had to be like, they're famous. I have to listen to what they're saying.
You have to listen to what they say.
Yeah.
You have to listen to what they say.
That's a powerful couple.
That's
awesome.
By the way,
trans MAGA.
It's
awesome.
The best couple.
Got the shivers.
It's my favorite couple in LA. Nobody does it better than those two.
Yeah.
Nobody.
That's awesome.
I love them both, and I want to get dinner with them, and I want to be part, whatever that is, like that whole trans MAGA.
Oh yeah.
I have my own plane movement.
Dude,
get me into that.
You're doing like gonzo journalism. You're like ingratiating yourself with the freaks.
Well, it's just a fun. When you hear just you see these 2 women, and then they're talking and they're going, the problem with America is no one's patriotic. It's really beautiful. It's like a beautiful.
Yeah,
thing.
it is.
It
is like a bunch of things just
that's the higher level.
It's just coalescing into
it's
one.
Black MAGA gets me fired up. Trans MAGA might be
trans MAGA.
That's the peak.
That's the top. That's the top you're gonna get.
Yeah, I'll pass out if I watch enough trans MAGA. I just fucking lose consciousness.
Here's how strong MAGA is. This is what I think about trans MAGA, which is great.
G-force in a simulator.
You're stuck to the couch. It's so powerful. It shows MAGA is so powerful that like it won't be stopped.
Yeah,
Be stopped.
Dude, get into MAGA rappers.
It will eventually reach everyone. That's what's great about it. It's just reaching. There will be non-binary MAGA eventually. Like you'll just see a fat like non-conforming weirdo with blue hair, and then they'll just put on that hat. It's just like, oh, it's like COVID. It's like, you'll get it. You're gonna get it. Yeah. You don't have to worry about how you're gonna get it. Yeah. You don't have to analyze it. You're gonna get it.
You can tell everyone it's fake.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You're gonna get it.
You're gonna get it.
Like, I'm so embarrassed. I did everything I could to prevent myself from getting it.
I tried so hard.
I've been in my apartment for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I've been wearing this hat for 2 straight fucking weeks.
Those aerosol droplets.
I woke up one day and there was a hat. I just
Yeah.
was wearing a red hat.
And she's great about Caitlyn Jenner. She said, I'm against
was
gay
at a party.
marriage.
Guys had some good ideas.
She's against gay marriage. She goes, I'm an old-fashioned girl. I'm against gay marriage. When she came out against gay marriage, I couldn't love a person more.
I'm an old-fashioned.
I couldn't love, when she said I'm an old-fashioned girl, I don't want gays getting married. I could not love. I remember I had rented a house. And I was on the beach, like we were in Malibu. We rented it for like 2 days, and I was there, and I was just like, I read that article, and I know that she's in the area. She like lives in Malibu somewhere, and I just like looked out. I'm like, I don't know
She's
where
here.
she is.
You can feel her presence.
But I just love her so much for saying that. Just going, I'm an old fashioned girl, and I just don't want queers getting married. She goes to a country club. She still kills it on the course. Still plays great golf.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's probably shooting like a 70.
Yeah.
She's probably nasty.
I think Caitlyn made a presidential bid, or no, government of California.
Governor of California.
It's got to come.
There's a great thing. She's in like a little car, and then like she's going down some crazy parade route, and then someone just yells at her like, "Madam Governor," and then she just raises her hand. But here's the thing. I was following her gubernatorial campaign, and I was going to contribute.
Yeah.
I just wanted to go to whatever. I'm like, whatever events there are to this, I'll pay any amount of money to just go to this. Let me just witness this, like up close. Like I don't care if I die broke. Let me get near whatever like brain trust is in a room with her. Like, that documentary about Clinton's first campaign is like a famous documentary, like James Carville and Stephanopoulos. I forget what it's called. I think it's called The War Room, where they're all like working out like the positions and like what he's going to say. I'm like, let me get in that with Caitlyn Jenner, please. And then she left. This is what sucks about California. She gave up to be a contestant on Celebrity Big Brother. I'm like, you don't really care about the future of California if you're just going to leave to be a contestant on Celebrity Big Brother. I'm like, you don't need any more money. You're already one of the most famous people in the world. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's a weird move.
Well,
although
add it to the list. What the fuck? It's
a bunch of weird moves.
True.
I'll support.
Never
I
let them
still
guess
believe.
your next move, dude. Never let them guess.
I still believe.
Unpredictable.
I still believe big time. And seeing her at the party.
She was running too early. She was 4 years too early.
She was 4 years too early. I think now.
Next run, there's going to be, like we said, there's more of that trickle down. MAGA, it's hitting everybody.
Yeah, no, she's
going to have some support. People are going to be very confused.
I think that is the future.
Yeah.
I think trans MAGA is the future of America.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
It is.
There's just,
It's just truly getting into whatever you want to get into.
It's
no self-filtering.
It's really riding the rails.
I'll say this. I don't even like when I'm playing an online video game and somebody puts their character in a dress.
True.
If I'm playing Call of Duty and somebody's dressed not like a soldier, I'm like, fuck this game. So now we got a whole. All right, whatever.
Yeah. But
I
then
do
think
think- I
if
think
that
we are-
person's in a dress
and
a devout follower of Donald Trump, then there's something about it.
I totally agree. That's where it switches a little.
There is something about it where you go, this is kind of nice. Because
Yeah,
you know all the bullshit, the annoying things about trans people go away if they're MAGA.
Yeah. Well,
And
they
the
also
annoying things about MAGA people almost go away if they're trans.
Of course.
True.
Because MAGA people get a little annoying, but if they're trans, that probably tempers that. So we might have found the perfect person.
Yes.
Yeah, they're like wizards on the battlefield of the culture war.
They are.
Nothing can touch them.
Nothing can touch them.
I like the idea of keeping, because I know we always blame like Russia and China for all of our
Everything.
all of our cultural problems.
Yes.
Were like those are Russian bots producing BLM.
Yeah.
I bet Russia and China are sitting back and watching America like,
What is? Yeah.
what the fuck?
No, they
are
have no
doing?
idea. Russia's like an old society.
They must be so confused.
They have no idea the things that we get into here. They're so confused,
They're
and
like,
then they're
when they
confused to learn that they started it all.
When we invaded, well, not invaded. When we helped support Ukraine, they must have been like, "What?" And then with Gaza and Israel, they're like, "What side are they going to be on?"
Yeah.
Like just everything we do, they must be like,
Yeah.
Kanye. I mean, they must have got reports of Kanye on Alex
Did you
Jones.
give like a Russian intelligence briefing?
Yeah.
Briefing Putin. They're like, this guy going full Nazi.
They're like, "What the fuck?" are
Because they
doing?
have to study that. They have to
True.
see like where we are at any given time. So they're like, the biggest celebrity in America
Is a Nazi.
about to endorse Adolf Hitler. And then Putin's like, well, they're not going to care that the Ukraine has SS tattoos. They don't give a shit. No, the Russian cultural briefing on what's going on in America has to be
Chaos.
the chaotic, crazy thing.
It must have started funny.
Yeah.
Like the first couple years, they must have been like, "America's this
right.
is funny," and then now every day it's got to just be like, "Wait, what?
Imagine them hitting
just-
Afghanistan with just like a dude in a dress.
Yeah.
They would they would clench their teeth and scream. They would be like, "What?" They would spaz.
Why are we doing like they must be
No, now they're just explaining trans MAGA to Putin. they go, so there's two movements that are merging.
He's probably killing intelligence officers. He's
Yeah.
probably like, this is not correct." He's like, "There's no way what you're telling me is happening."
He's like, they're on drugs. He's like, we send them over there. They get addicted to drugs.
CIA fucks them up, sends them back.
Oh my god,
It's hilarious.
that's wonderful.
It's so funny.
Yeah, you hear about that. Yeah, I hear about that every now and again. I'm like, I'm glad that exists, but I never got like the full fucking scale of that. It's so nice.
Well, it's just so funny because like you got to imagine like because the way they talk about it, they think like the way people say it, it's like China and or Russia is basically like we got to find like men to get pregnant in America. Like that's our strategy. Like it's not about like ports and control of natural resources anymore. We got to find dudes who will say they're menstruating and like put them in
And then fight
Oberlin
about
College.
it. And then fight about it for 4 years. For at least 4 years straight now.
Which if they're doing it, it's like the greatest and most hilarious attack plan ever.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Genius.
just taking it, making a guy join the swim team at Penn.
Yeah.
That shuts the country down for 5 months. Everyone's
6 months.
They
We're
think that
ruined.
swimmer's been like
And then
tortured in a
what's
Russian
great about
camp
these
for 10
people is like,
months.
then they just go
Definitely
away.
Manchurian
Where is
candidate.
Leah Thomas now?
What?
Where is Leah Thomas now? Like, they
Oh.
just disappear.
Back in Moscow.
back in the
She's
gulag.
back in Moscow.
Mission complete.
She's in China. There's just a photo of Leah Thomas. She's 7 foot tall. There's all these Chinese people around her. She's welcome back as a hero.
She's
Tiananmen
probably in a
Square
Chinese.
right now, riding a tank going.
She's in a Chinese aquarium right now.
They're all going,
Just pops out of the water like, whoa.
"Oh, Red Thomas is so strong.
Oh,
Red
Thomas.
Thomas is so strong." Cripple America economy for 6 months with her great swimming.
It's hilarious.
The psyop that China and Russia are putting on us is
It'd
working.
be amazing.
God damn them.
But I have zero faith that it's them.
No.
Everything. This is
Yeah.
all us.
Because we're a country that's just, you have all the ingredients for the crazy that's going on.
Yeah.
You poison the food.
True.
You know what I mean? You poison the food for like 30 years. You make the drugs, the prescription drug. I mean, everything.
Yeah, for real.
All of it, over the counter, all that stuff. You give everybody that.
You give an entire generation of kids meth.
You give an entire
For
generation of kids
25 straight
And
years.
just
You
fucking
stress everybody out to
shatter
the
their
point where they're,
worldview.
like breaking.
Yeah.
And then you go, let's see what happens.
Yeah, you're alone in the
Let's
universe
toss
and you're nothing.
TikTok and
Yeah.
Instagram into this.
TikTok, here's Instagram.
Let's reward people for
shameless behavior.
moaning in a guy's ear at Home Depot. Which those are funny. Yeah. They're so fucking
Those
funny.
are great.
The guy turns around like, hey, motherfucker, you get the fuck away from me. Man. What, daddy?
So that is the best. The kiss. Did you see the kiss guy?
No.
There's a guy who goes around New York and just kisses the top of bald people's heads, and it's the fucking.
They probably love it.
No, they get furious.
People get mad?
He's hitting like Honduran immigrants, dude.
Oh,
and
no.
they turn around. They're like, he's hitting like
He's going to get stabbed.
that dude. I don't know. He's a pretty big dude. So he creeps up behind people and just goes right on top of their head, and they look up and they freeze. They're just like, what the fuck? It's just a big guy just going like bye, and he just slinks away.
It's just so funny if
fucking
like
funniest
someone, if someone knew like back then like that was going to replace like the Drew Carey show.
Yeah. Whose line is it anyway gets replaced by
It's like, you know,
making guys mad about their sexuality.
it's like that used to be Home Improvement. Now it's just a dude kissing.
Bothering.
Just 2 minutes of it too.
And it's
Just a
great.
2-minute video.
That's all you need.
Yeah, 4
Yeah.
kisses. And you're like, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I've been watching a lot of drones bothering homeless people.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's so good, dude. Just drones circling.
There used to be a
homeless
guy
people.
who would follow fat people with a tuba and go, "Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo." And like you'd see fat people turn around like, yo, what the fuck?
Because they know that's the fattest instrument.
Yeah. I think I've seen people try to chase him and he plays it fast while running.
Oh my god!
I mean, it's the most.
Oh my god!
It's just evil, dude.
It's so funny though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's objectively funny to play the tuba. If he played
It's
any
so
other
funny.
instrument, you're like, what is this guy
No,
doing?
the tuba's number one.
No,
Breaking
it's
out the
great.
tuba, you're like, oh,
I think it was from Family Guy.
It's, yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah,
And he
there's a
just
Family
does
Guy
it.
sketch where they're like,
Copies
that's
it.
a fat guy with a tuba.
Yeah.
Or a guy following a fat guy with a tuba. And then a guy saw that and was like, well,
I'm gonna do that.
there's my career. I'm going to do that. I'm going to
gonna do
bother
it.
these people.
I'm gonna sell 7 T-shirts.
The guy's sitting on a bench just.
I wonder if there's money in any of it or if it's just for the love of the game.
I think it is love of the game. I don't
And I
think
guess eventually they get money. Like
I
eventually
mean,
they
getting
try.
home and uploading that must feel so good.
Oh,
It's
man.
probably
like,
funny.
wait till you guys fucking see what I did today.
Yeah. They'll throw an ad on it eventually.
Brought to you by Morgan & Morgan.
Yeah, right. Morgan and Morgan will get in that game.
If you get punched in the face after kissing a guy, we
Morgan
got
&
you.
Morgan.
Morgan.
Have you been assaulted by Elmo at Times Square because you kissed him and grabbed his dick? We're going to fucking fix that.
We have 100 nationwide offices that can handle this.
Yeah, it started.
Yeah.
That's like kind of where it started. Like the freaks out front of like the Chinese theater in LA.
Yeah.
The like the naked cowboy.
Right.
That used to be something we all sat back and went, look at that fucking weirdo.
Right.
Now everyone's that.
Now
Yeah.
everybody's trying to be that.
Now everyone's
yeah,
like,
right,
that's a
naked
successful guy.
Yeah, they go, no, that's the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Like that's what we
Yeah, I
want.
remember thinking I remember watching reality TV and I was like, oh, this is going to change people's personalities. I was like, that's nothing, dude. That's just people arguing at a party.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's like a guy naked, dressed like the Tin Man. Just like poking
cock
people's
out.
buttholes and running away.
Yeah, well, I think reality TV helped us get there.
True.
Yeah,
True.
helped
That
us
was a
get
bridge. That
because
was
it was like it's like that was like just shameless behavior. Like there was a time when the idea of like you have an argument with your wife, the idea of like 3 guys standing in a room would be insane.
Remember that
True.
dude that punched Snooki in the face?
Yes.
on Jersey Shore?
And no one did
The
anything.
cameras are there and he
Yeah,
still
the cameras
punched
are
her.
just dead. No one, not
Punched a
one
woman
guy
in the
did anything.
face.
Nobody did anything. They just with the cameras on her.
That's crazy. I saw a thing, T.I.'s son. Did you see the clip of T.I.'s son? He went on Instagram Live to yell at his mom, and then T.I. beat him up.
Wait, how old is he?
He's got to be a teenager. He looks like he's like in his very early teens.
And
Got
he's
on
yelling
IG
at his
Live.
mom on Instagram Live.
He's on Instagram. I don't know if it's his or somebody's Instagram Live, but he's on Instagram Live in his mom's face. It's like the footage isn't
Yeah.
the best as you can imagine. But
T.I.
it's
wants
like
his ass on camera.
T.I. gets in his
Comes
face.
into
And
the
you
room.
can't see it. He's just there. It's like a he's like an Instagram Live of like a side of his face. Be like, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you. There's a bunch of people chatting.
Oh,
He
man.
shuts it down. He's like, you're embarrassing your family.
I know everyone says it, but thank God we didn't have social media like that. I would have gone on
Oh,
Instagram.
God
I would
almighty.
have gone on Instagram Live and cried
Yeah.
so many times.
Yeah, just got my ass
Like
kicked.
5th grade cry.
I fucking parents kicked
Dad hit me just now. And we need to report this.
My
Yum.
schizophrenic mother would have been making money.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like we could have turned that into
Yeah.
gold. If we
Yeah.
did that the right way.
Yeah, true.
You know, just she would just drive her van and I would just sit in the front seat with the phone like this, like, go. Just
Yeah.
talk. just talk.
That is reality TV is where
True.
it definitely started. Because I remember when reality TV started, every single family, if you ever went to visit somebody's house, they'd be like, "We could be a TV show.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Our
God.
family is so funny.
Oh, it was the
we
worst.
should be a TV show." And
Yeah.
then they gave us all cameras, and now everyone.
Now everybody is a TV
It's a
show.
TV show.
But I remember that people would be like, they're missing out on gold. You know? Like, they're missing out on gold, not having cameras here.
Just someone being like, "The mashed potatoes suck," and a woman
Yeah,
being like,
right.
"Fuck you."
And all it meant was
Which
like,
is gold. I would watch that
right,
all day.
That's true. All it meant when they said we could be a reality TV show is that we are terrible people.
Yeah.
That's all it meant. We're terrible.
We're terrible
petty.
people, and our youngest brother quotes Anchorman.
Yeah, that's all it is.
It's hilarious.
That's all it is. We throw fits when we don't get exactly what we want. We're terrible people.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Luis Gomez should be a TV show.
Well, Luis
Of
Gomez,
everybody I know,
in the
could.
early days
He
of
could do it.
Periscope, Luis Gomez, it was like years ago, would walk home on Periscope. And he'd film his walk home, and I'm like, what are you
he
doing?
would skateboard, he would ride his bike.
Yeah, it was great.
You
and
used
I'd
to love
watch
his
him.
COVID updates.
Oh my God.
He did a
dude.
live. He would go on live and just smoke a blunt on his fire.
Dude,
fire
he would
escape.
get high on his fire escape and be like, "Yo, the real interesting thing about that is like it's so interesting." And he would never say what it was. He would just be interested. It's so fucking interesting if you think about it. It was so fucking funny.
Yeah, I would pay to watch Lewis's day.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
awesome.
He's great at that.
I'd love to see it. Then there's the Jamaican episodes where he goes to Jamaica,
Takes the whole gas.
takes the gas digital, takes those
Jamaica.
oddities, those freaks.
Yeah, goes down to Jamaica.
Yeah, he is. He would be great actually.
Yeah,
No,
would
he'd be
great.
good. There's a few people that would be really good.
Yeah,
You know,
I'd be terrible. I wouldn't be that.
I
good.
would be. It would be unbelievable.
Yeah, I'd be
How
quiet.
bad it would be.
I would just be red and just be like,
yeah.
Who else would be good? Lewis is probably my number one.
Lewis would be number one. There's nobody better than Lewis.
No.
Because a lot of the episodes would be he's almost about to fight someone at Best Buy.
Yeah,
Before, and then people have to get involved. Like it would just be like the camera guy's like, no, it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. And they're
Talking
pulling
him out.
and then 10 minutes later, he's having the time of his life.
Yeah.
And he's the best
They're
guy
just
on earth.
smoking weed, having fun. But a lot of the episodes would center around dragging him out of a strip mall before he physically attacked, like someone at a party supply store who's like fucked up at the balloon order for his son's party. You know, you stupid whore! Like
You fucking whore.
he said the funniest thing I've ever heard once. I don't know why we spent Easter one year. I was with him, his son, and like I had people there. We were having Easter at Amy Ruth's in Harlem, and like, I don't know why this was the thing. He remembers this, and the waitress was, let's just say, unmotivated. Okay.
Oh, he's on their fucking
Yes,
ass.
and it's like Easter, so it's like, who gives a shit? So Lewis called the manager over and said, I quote, "It's the maybe top 5 funniest things I've ever heard in my life." He goes, listen, he goes, "We all want water." He goes, "I know the waitress is getting a money sign tattooed on her stomach, but when she gets back, can we get some fucking water?" He said it's so
"Oh my God."
it was the craziest. It's Easter. It was amazing. He's still my probably one of my top 3 people
Yeah.
ever.
Oh, he's the
I
best.
mean,
for
you
real.
forget how much you love him, and then like when we were over here just
Yeah.
watching, we just watched his live stream of him playing Call of Duty. It's so fun.
It's
He
amazing.
just fully reads the
He's
chat.
reading the chat. He's like, "Yeah, fuck you, pussy." Fucking right, doggy. Yeah.
The best thing is when he threatens to fight someone on Twitter. He goes, "I'll fight you right now."
Didn't he get in a beef with fucking Anthony? No. Opie.
Opie.
What the fuck was that about?
I don't know.
Oh, I mean, what? I mean,
Yeah,
I
true.
mean, true. What's the meaning of life? That's that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of an
What was that
open-ended.
about?
Yeah, I mean,
It's a broad question.
yeah, that's a.
that is a broad one. But yeah, I saw that. I'm like, what the fuck could they be fighting about? But it's who knows? It's a shame. I hate seeing him fight.
It was fun.
The fight.
I enjoy it. Anytime Lewis gets into Twitter beef, I'm there. I'm
built
watching.
For it. He's built for it.
Yes.
The best was when
Oh, he
early
couldn't
Gas
be-
Digital,
yeah.
when it was Ralph's apartment, they would have a team meeting, and I would go. Like we'd all sit there, and Lewis of a team meeting, be like Glenn Ross, and he'd walk in, he'd just like smoke a blunt, and he's like talking about, he's like, all right, what's the ad sales division? And it's just like this retarded woman from Staten Island. Like someone who's like slow, and she, you know,
He was like a fat cat, like a business tycoon.
The blunt, like, how we looking? People are like, I don't know.
A monocle.
No one knows.
it'd be like someone who took like a 5-hour bus from Staten Island there, who's like learning disabled. And he'd be like,
You don't
he'd be
know
like,
the computer? Figure out the fucking
yeah, he'd be like, Dana's going to be handling our new ad sales division. And she'd be like sitting there, like staring blankly.
They had
She's on methadone.
yeah.
She's on Suboxone, just foaming at the mouth. He's like, she's handling our integration, our vertical integration.
There was a highlight this week I was watching of
Her briefcase is a plastic bag.
She's got a shopping bag.
she like slams his plastic bag on the table, takes out a sandwich.
They had a reality show. They were going to do a reality show. They were
I mean, they
filming.
should have done a reality show.
Oh my
They
God.
should do it.
Sal from Practical Jokers was producing this, and I think the people like Sal, like I think like his people eventually were like, hey, like they just started looking at some of this footage. They're like, what? Wait a minute. They're like, what do you do? Like you were a star on a huge show. You were going to produce a show.
They should still make this show.
Yeah. No, it would be an amazing show.
Yeah.
So it's like, but Sal was like, yeah, I'm gonna do a show showing a young podcast network, and then I think like eventually people at Warner Brothers were like, wait a minute, what do they watch? Like they probably watch like
People over at Sony.
It's just juggalos defending rape for 30 minutes, and then the people at Sony, and they probably really like Sal, so they're probably like, hey, this was great. But we just feel
Gonna go in a different direction.
we're gonna go in a different direction. When the who is it, Lewis? Yeah, when he calls that woman from Staten Island a retard, and she seems a little slow, that's something advertisers don't really want to get behind. They don't really want to get into that.
It would be the fucking.
It would be the
funniest.
best.
I mean, think of them turning it on more for the cameras.
Oh,
It's already crazy.
yeah.
If
And
you
then
threw
just-
some cameras in there, people would,
Yeah.
There was actually, they did a boxing match this week between,
Another one?
Yeah.
Dillon and Krakamiko boxed.
Oh, they did the rematch.
And there's a clip I saw on Twitter where Lewis just forgets he's the ref and just was watching.
Well, when
And
it
they're just
started,
fully
it
in a
was-
clinch for like a minute. And they're like, Lewis, break it up. Break it up. Oh, shit.
I did that when I ref basketball.
He stopped and watched it.
Dude, I used to ref basketball and space out, and I hear like I'd be like, "Oh shit!" and people start yelling. I'd be like, "That way!" And
Out
they'd be
of
like, "What
bounds.
the fuck?" And I'm like, "Oh."
When it started, it was in this little room. It was a spare room, an apartment on Avenue B, and like it would fit like 4 people tight, and it was tight. So if it was like me, Zach Amico, Lewis, and Mullen, and then the producer, and in the room, and it was like tight. It was like tight.
Didn't Lewis have I definitely have talked about it. Didn't he have a all tile apartment?
Yes, he talked
He had
about
a
this. I never saw it. He
Yeah,
had a fully tiled apartment.
all tiled apartment with
At one
a
point.
like feral dog that lived
With
in
a
there
dog
with him.
that lived there that was like feral.
That like would attack everyone.
Yeah.
He had a full tile apartment.
I don't know where you would even find it. Was a bathroom. I think it was like one big bathroom.
That's
And he
awesome.
was in there with a dog.
Dude, he's the
amazing.
funniest dude in the world,
He is.
for real.
Oh fuck. Well, yeah, that's pretty good.
That's an hour. It has to be.
Oh,
What
we're
a
so
dense
close.
fucking 53 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a good 53.
It's a great 53.
Caitlyn
53.
Jenner, it's Louis Gomez.
Yeah, they did too.
No.
Well,
I mean, you know, we cover a lot of stuff. You know,
Mountain Cat.
just to
Lions,
clack
Lions.
like the tile apartment. The idea of just like to him, because you know, like he's like changes dropping at the end of the night.
Oh,
Bottles, just the sounds.
the dog getting into stuff,
The
getting into
dog's
trash,
nails
Yeah.
him
scraping.
yelling at the dog,
the echo just bouncing off the,
the echo
wall.
off the tile walls, him screaming at a dog makes
Yeah.
me laugh so hard. of him. What was that dog's name?
I wish I
It
remember.
had such a funny fight. It was like,
Dude, the best was Tommy Turner's mini Doberman.
dude, Smokey? You talking about Smoke?
Yeah,
There was this dude we did comedy with that would come home high and drunk, and he had like a mini Doberman that was a full Plum Island creature,
Monster.
like fucked up teeth. It had like glaucoma. Its eyes were gray, and he would come home and like hold a piece of steak. He'd go on Facebook Live, and be like, "Look at this, Smokey, fuck you, Smokey the dog." He would pick it up, and the whole time he was holding it, it was like, and he's like, "Oh, Smokey, Smokey."
That was good.
Yeah, that was good.
My friend had a mini, I think also a mini Doberman. He used to give Wawa cappuccinos to every morning. And the dog got diabetes. He was like, I didn't know he couldn't have cappuccino.
Yeah. What's wrong with him?
He would get a cappuccino for himself and a little like 12 ounce for his dog. He's
For
like, he
a
loved
dog
it.
that weighed 10 pounds.
Tiny dog would drink a fucking 12 ounce.
He just killed it with Wawa cappuccino. He just killed his dog.
It went blind.
That was a Montauk monster. It's just someone in Long Island, some piece of shit poisoned their dog with French vanilla creamer and then just said fuck and then threw it in the bay.
He didn't know. He for real
walked out to sea.
For real didn't know. He was
Dunkirk.
like, he's like, he loves it. He's like, he loves it.
Yeah, it probably does.
The dog was hyped, dude. You go over there, it's like,
I mean, it must have been the worst dog possible.
it was pretty
It's
bad.
got to be up there with Smoke. Smokey seemed like for real the worst dog I've ever seen. And I like Tommy, so I don't want to trash his dog. But
That was a bad dog.
yeah,
I have a bad dog.
Jax,
Blind
you
dog.
got a blind.
My dog's fucking blind. It ate 14 chocolate cupcakes.
No.
Lost his sight. I
And
swear
then
to
it went
God.
blind right after.
I had to fly him here, so I had to put on like a fake like therapy dog vest and then walk a blind dog through the airport.
That's
I was like,
crazy. Was it from the chocolate?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Because it could see fine, and then it ate those 14 cupcakes, and it was.
How did it
fucked up.
get to 14?
It was for my daughter's birthday party, so we had like dozens of chocolate cupcakes stacked, and he just pulled them off this bench and just tore through the box, ate all of them. He was going for the second box, and we found him.
If you go over to Matt's house, he'll show you that his dog's blind.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
nice.
You'll throw
it's a
something
good
at
trick.
it.
And now he
you
goes, hey,
go
what's
give
this?
him, you go give him like a snack in his head, like you hold a piece of food, and he's like, this way. He's like nose is fucked up.
So he doesn't know where.
He doesn't know anything. He just lays in the sun. We put him out in the sun now. He just lays out.
He's
in
a
the
very
That's
cute
probably
dog.
fine for him.
sun. He loves it.
He's a really great dog.
He's a nice dog.
Yeah.
It's good. You got a yard.
Dude,
Can
exactly.
Chill. Yeah.
I'm telling you, he made out the best with us moving. He just lays. I took a picture of him today.
He just
in the
went
sun.
blind. It's
Went
perfect.
blind.
Perfect. You move to Texas, you go blind, you just lay out in the sun. That's what we're all trying to do. That's really what we're all trying to do.
Just stop
We just want
taking
someone
in.
to lead us out into the yard.
Yeah.
That's what
I
it's
mean,
really all about.
That's about it.
It's
I give him a
about it.
CBD treat.
Yeah.
These
There you
lays
go.
are like,
Yeah.
That's nice.
yeah,
It's crazy.
good guy. Good
I
dog.
think that's an episode.
I think we did it.
I think we did it.
Tim,
Dude,
Thank
thank
you.
you. That was
Thank you.
awesome.
Both
Thank
so
you.
fucking funny.
Jesus
Appreciate
Christ, man. Kill me.
We're going to do a Patreon episode. You're welcome to stay.
I'm gonna go. I gotta do my own.
Totally
it's
fine.
never ending. None of this ends.
No, I knew that was
This
I'm
is
going
the
to
thing
go.
that
That's why
Colin
I
Quinn
did it.
said to me once. He goes, "When's the season finale of any of that?" So I'm like, "There is. It just never ends."
It never
doesn't.
ends, yeah.
It's good. All right. Thank you guys.
Yo,
Appreciate it.
thank
Appreciate you.
Hey, we're live. What's up, everybody? Sam Morrell, thank you for coming, dude.
Thanks for having me, man.
I mean, I hate to dig into what we were just saying, but you're absolutely right. The headset, that was one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
Oh,
Headset
why'd I
com-
burn it off air?
I was the funny, just saying.
That's what everyone says now. You show up, they're like, save it. Save it for the pod. But yeah.
Sam was looking at my headset. He said that just when you see a comedian with a headset on stage, you know a molestation story is going.
Yeah, it's going to get serious.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard, man.
It's always something dark. There was another guy in the 90s. I forgot his name, but he was like, the first half was really funny. And then he was like, anyway, my dad was murdered. And you're like, what the fuck? But he had the headset. You knew something was coming.
It is. It does lend to like a gravitas towards the whole thing.
Yeah.
And here is the secret to life. And just
Or,
pause.
or like a self-help person where they're just like
Yes.
doing this a lot.
That's where I got. Remember, did you ever see Vanilla Skies with Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
That's where this made me laugh of him just being like, "You want to get fucking pussy or not?" Thank you for coming, dude. I'm fucking pumped to have
I
you.
couldn't tell if that was a good movie or not.
When they broke out in singing in the end, it pissed me off.
The Vanilla Sky?
Am I thinking? No, I'm thinking of not Vanilla Sky, Magnolia or something.
Yeah. Oh,
My
with the
bad.
frogs?
My bad. I'm thinking. Yes.
Yeah, that was annoying.
That pissed me
And
off.
it was like a really good movie till then.
Started. It was awesome, and then it just ended pointlessly with him singing, and I was like, "This is fucking pisses me
Yeah.
off."
Yeah, I'm
Bullshit.
with you.
Yeah. Dude, thanks for coming, man.
Thanks for having me, dude. I'm happy to be here.
Dude, it's funny. The first time I ever saw you, I was a pup in comedy. I was a young pup, and my friend Chris O'Connor was like, dude, Sam Morrill's going. It was in Philly. You were doing some show. I forget where it was. We just watched, and we're like, you know, when you just start and you see a guy who like actually can do it, and you're just like, oh, fuck, dude.
Where was it?
It's in Philly. I forget. Some theater. It was like a theater, but it wasn't like a, it was like a.
Like a black box type thing?
Yes.
I did a lot of those in Philly because they were easy, easy to get to. Train is like 90 minutes. People don't know. It's like right there. But
yeah, I
loved it.
I was a young comedy pub, and we were going, whoa, dude, that's so fucking cool. Dude, he has a whole fucking hour. This is crazy. All in 5 minutes, we're like, oh, dude, that's so fucking cool.
Oh, and then like if I look back at that hour, I'd be like, oh, I fucking suck. That's how it works, you know? You feel good about it for a minute, and then, but then I don't like my new stuff either. It's like,
Yeah.
It's tough. Like, how do you feel about your stuff?
I go back and forth. Sometimes I'm like the hour I'm doing now, I'll be like, this is great, and then I'll like, there's like chunks of it where I'm like, this fucking sucks. I need to cut this all out. But I get to the point where I just want to be done with it. I'm like, all right, it is what it is. I want to like release this and just go on to coming up with something else.
I know it's amazing how quickly. It's like just a new relationship, and like at first you're like, oh my god, this is amazing, and then a few months in you're like, what am I doing?
I know what the fuck am I talking about. Yeah, I'll like laugh. I'll not even laugh. I'll be like, there's like certain things I'll say from it in my head. I'm like, you fucking loser, and I'm like, all right, come on, man, come on, let's get through the hour, brother. Let's get through the hour.
There's always that one chunk where you're like, fuck, why am I still doing? But you're doing it because you believe. You're like, it'll get better.
Yeah.
But you got to do it enough that you hate it, and then you're like, all right, I'll write new stuff.
It's time. Yeah, it's time to chop this loose. I'm excited. I'm gonna try to do a special, I don't know, at some point, and then in the spring maybe, and then just.
You're like one of the few successful YouTube specials of recent.
Thank you. Yeah,
I feel like there's not that had a moment, and then it was like it got oversaturated, and you, Ari, a few other people.
Dude, I was thinking for like maybe 40,000 views. So I was like, I'll probably get 40,000 on it, and then like I was like, I'll have to do a bunch of podcasts, promote it, and then like the first week I was like, oh sweet, I don't have to do anything. I'm just gonna sit back and chill.
I know. That is the dream, to be like no press.
Yeah, it's I thought I was gonna have to do it all, and whatever. But I always say people ask me, they'll like be like what should I do for like like my podcast? I'm like, dude, here's what you got to do. I was like, just get a co-host to become supremely famous, and I was like, that'll work for sure. That's what you do.
You got to be like an agent now. You're like, I think that guy's got the goods right there. Yeah.
True. But yeah, people. It's funny when they always get like really disheartened when I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to tell you, man. I'm like, you just. Find someone who's super famous.
You're holding up your end though.
Yeah, well, thank you, man.
Yeah,
thank you. But yeah, it is. I don't know, man. It's just people get spun out, man. Entertainment's the only like job I've ever seen where people make like as much as a doctor, and they're like, I'm a fucking loser. And you're like, dude, you're killing it, man.
Yeah, but if you saw other doctors like performing an operation, you're like, that guy's getting more likes than me on his operation.
True.
You'd feel like there is that thing about like. And also, like, we do badly more than, like, a doctor's, like, I'm sure they fuck up sometimes, but, like, I've had, like, 3 bombs in a row. If a doctor fucks up 3 times in a row, I'm like, you got to get out.
Just coming home, like, I fucking bombed on that brain surgery. I was dead.
It was an easy one. He was good, and I blew it.
The other doctor went on, he crushed, and I came on and just killed the guy. True, that's a fair point. Yeah, they don't have to deal with metrics.
I think just the comparing. We always compare, and like it's different than it used to be. Like, back in the day, you'd be trying to get something on Comedy Central, and there'd be like one spot. You're like, this is the white dude spot. Mm-hmm. If I don't get this, I suck. And you're like, shit. Then I'm on a lineup with like Norman, Dan Soder, Phil Hanley, all these like killer New York comics.
Yeah,
Joe List, and but now it's like it's kind of wide open.
Yeah. No, it's true. Yeah, it does. And it sucks too, because I will say in comedy, the product is your like personality. So people are like, yeah, not for me. You're like, fuck you, dude. It's not like you're just selling insurance. You're like, yeah, I don't really need that right now. It's like, yeah, I saw you. I'm good on you. And you're like, fuck.
Yeah, that's not my act. That's me. They said my name. That's when it would hurt, when you're like, they don't just like dislike you, especially when you told you like, oh, I don't just dislike his act. I don't like him.
Yeah, I hate that guy.
Yeah, he sucks.
It's a weird. I don't know. It is. It is funny. People like talking about like the internet comments is always kind of, people are always like, but it is an interesting thing, because you do have to deal with like the way you're. I don't know how to put it, but that's the way you're like, your body has like cells. There's just like a million comments about you, and you can start getting into them, and it is. I don't know. I think it is funny. It's a fun thing to like. I used to get real whacked out. I'd read them, like just like, fuck this guy. Who the fuck is this guy? Now I'm like, you never can tell because sometimes it'll be something that actually is accurate, and you're like, fuck, that's actually true, and that's painful to realize. Then it's like you get like, you suck, I love you, and then you get like opposing views that you have to somehow just choose like, which one do I actually believe?
I know,
And
you're
it's
like, fuck, I am a dumbass with one eyebrow. He nailed it. Shit. Every once in a while, yeah. But, you know, if you believe the good stuff, then you're crazy too.
I know. That's the problem. That's a problem, dude. I don't believe any of it. I just wait till I find something negative and I just feel the sting of that and I go, that's enough for today. And I just go about my day and I go, fuck.
You got to also, I mean, I know comics who are like, I remember a comic friend of mine got this like great write-up in the New York Times and I called him like, dude, this is amazing. And he was just like, nah, this is like right before they turn on me. Like he couldn't enjoy it at all. He was like, nah, they're going to fucking, this is like, they'll call me great. So it's like people are going to fucking be like, this guy sucks.
Yeah, or they're going to dig out some skeleton from my past. That'd be, yeah.
I don't think this guy has any skeletons. I think he's like pretty well liked, this guy, but he just like, yeah, I don't know.
Damn, dude. I was, I did want to talk to you about this. So you know about the Diddy stuff, obviously.
Sure.
Everyone
yeah, I
knows
was
about
there.
that.
It was great.
He sucked my dick. It was awesome. Diddy's now crying that it's unfair that the owner of Abercrombie is not getting as much. He's out on bail while Diddy is not out on bail, and he apparently I didn't get enough time to look into it, like the details of it. But he was apparently running like a sex trafficking thing in the.
I mean, you
UK.
can tell by the stores, right?
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
You just walked in there, you're like, this should not be okay, right? These poor damn employees.
Well, they used to have shirtless teenage boys outside of their store while running I think it was primarily a gay sex trafficking ring.
Yeah,
which is crazy, dude.
In the open, base. I mean, I remember walking in there and being like uncomfortable and having to leave.
Yeah, dude. I remember I would like high school girlfriends be like, let's go to Abercrombie. And I'd like walk past like a fucking hot dude with his shirt off. You'd be like, fuck you, dude. Walking, like, I'm not buying any of this shit. And it was like,
we were so mean to them, but like looking back, that dude was probably getting railed.
Yeah.
So we were in the wrong.
I thought they were getting a ton of pussy. Turns out, yeah, they were just like blowing old men.
They were the pussy.
They were the pussy. But yeah, it was crazy. That guy is apparently he was running a thing like Diddy. Where it's like all kinds of crazy manipulation and deception and sex trafficking and whatever.
But that's the way to do it if you're doing that, because you're like, well, this is so out in the open. You think I would just flaunt it if I were actually doing it?
True.
But then he was. Because Diddy was more like, it was more like a VIP vibe. Like you only,
Yeah.
And, of course, someone with all these celebrities, you wouldn't be doing something like this. The word would get out.
Yeah, true.
But, I don't know how it works, if they had like NDAs or something there.
I think they just try to get dirt on you. I think that the deal is you try to get dirt on them first, and then you're like, I don't know, because I'd be so nervous. Imagine if you were running like a sex trafficking, like you were. Imagine if last night you just drugged.
I'm already stressed. I can't imagine. I'm already like, fuck. I feel like shit. I'm on the road. I can't imagine like that guilt level where you're just like, fuck. I have a sex trafficking ring.
You you GHB'd the guy opening for you. You fucked him, and then you fucked like 4 ladies. And you just woke up and you're like, all right, I got to do a meeting for my fucking vodka. It's crazy.
Damn, yeah. What's going to happen to Ciroc?
I think someone else bought it. Yeah, I think someone.
Is it tainted though? Because I did think of Diddy when I think of it.
Yeah, that's what I would think. I would drink Ciroc and have a good time thinking about Diddy having fun times. But now I'm just like, ugh. But no, I think some people try to say that was the whole thing to get him off of the board because they were saying like there were like liquor billionaires who didn't want him. He wasn't like playing ball. It'd be like liquor Ticketmaster being like, you're not playing ball, and they're trying to claim
you're not playing ball. You have a sex trafficking ring. Back in the day in like Hollywood, they would have morality clauses in the contracts for like these young starlets. So they'd be like, a young actress would be like fucking a married guy, and they'd be like, nope, you gotta shut that down. We invested at you here at MGM or whatever.
Yeah.
So, it's like, it's really funny how, back then it was like, infidelity's bad. Now it's like, don't fuck kids.
Yeah, don't please. Yeah,
it's,
please.
It's changed.
It does ruin it. It does ruin a brand. The Catholic Church was the only institution that was like, their adherents were like, come on.
It's a branding error.
Every big company has some bad guys.
Subway. It's lost some luster.
It has.
And they could have gone with that Clay Henry guy. Remember Clay Henry back in the day?
No, who was that?
He was the other one. It was like Jared and Clay Henry. They brought in like a 1B character.
Yeah.
Like he got real big on burgers and fries, but now he's down to a smaller size.
So they
Clay
brought
Henry.
another guy in.
Yeah, he was a fireman too. Like he could have made them look good.
Loved his wife.
He was probably a good guy. But then, yeah, they went Jared. And look, we can't deny Jared had an impact.
He had the sauce.
In the story of just walking and eating. He's like, I walked to Subway and I ate sandwiches and I lost. And you're like, that's not true, but we all bought it because we were idiots.
I know. Oh, when he pulls those pants out, you're like, who can argue with that? That guy's pants were so much bigger. He was just circling school zones. Like a shark, dude.
That's how he lost the weight. Just getting his cardio and going from one kindergarten to the other.
Did you see the documentary about him?
I haven't. Is it good?
It is. It's amazing.
I gotta watch it.
It is, dude. He was way more sinister than you think. Like he apparently. So the reason that the whole story broke, he went to a school assembly. He was going to assemblies in schools, and like at the height of his, prime or whatever. And he would talk to kids
like he's Barry Sanders in his prime.
But he was in a school auditorium and he was with a lady who was the local news lady. And they did like a little speech. He was like, kids, you got to eat healthy, blah, blah, blah. And she was doing her thing. And then they went and sat down. He goes, God damn it, I'd love to fuck one of these kids. Just to the lady. And she was like, what? What? This is all according to her. She was the one who broke the story. And then
that was a heat check moment for him. He was like, man, I'm getting away with this for so long. Let me see. Because that's what they do. They like try. It's like serial killer shit where they're like, they'll go back to the scene of the crime. It's like that cockiness of getting away with it.
I mean, dude, yes, for sure. But it was like, it's such a weird thing to do because then I guess he was putting a feeler out for her because then this is where it's kind of suspect for her, but she was a journalist, so she was like, I want to kind of get, this is a huge story if this guy potentially really wants to fuck kids, or if he's just like fucking around and is the funniest guy ever to like just step down and like, I don't want to fuck one of these kids. But then she started like pretending to be his girlfriend, and they just drew all this
stuff out of him.
Get stuff out of him. And I don't think she ever said she had sex with him, but she would be like, they would have like phone sex where she'd be like, what were you talking about? And he was like, I just think I want to fuck you. And he like admitted to doing it. And like his manager and him were fucking kid. Like, and then like it all culminates and she's having.
Okay, imagine finding you have that in common with your manager. That's such a weird. Because I was like pumped my agent's a Knicks fan. But like, I mean, you're like, you're into that? That's fucking great.
Yeah, it's a funny icebreaker to like see kids like, man, they say the funniest things. You see the switch on that kid actually? Like, yo, bro, I was actually gonna bring it up. You do really have to ease into that. Like, that's a good looking kid. Like, yeah, the kid's cute.
Yeah,
like,
if you were into that, you're
the
like,
kid's really cute. And you're like, I think that kid's really cute too. And eventually you're like, I'm so glad we met.
We should hang, yeah.
But dude, it all culminates in she has a birthday party for her own kids and uses them as bait.
Yeah.
And she's like, my kid's coming. I'm so into this. Oh my God. And he's like, I'm going to come fuck your kid at the birthday party. And she's like, sweet, perfect. And she's working with.
So she has a kid.
Yes, I think she had like 2. And she was using them as bait. And she even went to the FBI.
He was using her for these kids. Worked both ways.
True, it's quid pro quo.
Yeah.
But she like went to the FBI like, dude, I have this guy on tape saying he fucks kids. And they're like, that's illegal. You're not allowed to record him like that. And that's why they set up the birthday party. And she had like a wire on and everything. She's like, he was like basically wanted a kid, which is monstrous on the kid's birthday. To be like, I'm going to come to his birthday party after he opens his presents. And I'm going to smash. And it was like, damn, bro.
That is a bad birthday.
That's a bad man. And then,
damn.
But eventually, like, he kind of gets cold feet, but then they get him anyway. He, like, cops to the crime. He, like, dude, he was a monster, dude.
Crazy.
Yeah, he was that bad. He claimed it was because he lost so much weight that then his appetite for food just, like, transferred to kids. That was his claim. He was like, it's not my fault.
Yeah.
When you lose weight like I did, you become hypersexual. And he's like, I just wanted to start fucking kids. Like,
damn, so Subway really is bad.
Yeah, Subway.
I mean, you're like, yeah.
He should have been blaming it on the hoagies. I'm like, those fucking hoagies, dude. I never wanted to fuck
that
kids.
bread, dude.
Bread fucked me.
That's not real bread. I knew Subway wasn't to be trusted when they claimed that was avocado, dude.
True.
That was that's not
bullshit
avocado.
Spread. Yeah, it made me want to fuck. Yeah, but dude, he got I like explained that documentary at like a fight. Like someone brought it up like jokingly, and I'm like, the real story. And I gave like, and they were like, people's wives were like, dude, please stop. I don't want to talk about it. This kid getting just battened down at his birthday party.
It is tough when you bring that to you. Got to know the audience for that.
I know. It was like a nice campfire setting. We're all like sitting around. People were having like sangria, and I was like, he was gonna fuck a kid at his birthday party. And they were like, all right, that's enough of that. I was like, I'm sorry,
but it's tough because it's been pushed into the mainstream. Like it is a Netflix thing or HBO, whatever.
It was,
yeah. And so it is tough when you're like, you're just hanging out at like a nice little party, you got a skewer in your hand. You're like, John Benet Ramsey? You see that? It's crazy.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it has been pushed in. Like the heinous murders they're like great. That stuff never ends. Heinous murder footage is like people love that.
It's endless. I mean, the CEO from fucking United Healthcare. You saw that yesterday.
Dude, what happened with that?
I mean, a guy with a silencer. Talk about bad branding. They got him in Starbucks right before.
What?
Yeah, they got him on camera in Starbucks ordering a coffee.
Yeah, true. What do you get?
I don't know. Definitely not tea.
Yeah, no.
Not a tea drinker.
No
You
way.
need some caffeine to pull out an execution.
Yeah, it's like a caramel macchiato. Or maybe a refresher. Maybe he got like a watermelon citrus refresher. Just carried out he went to Starbucks before he murdered him?
Yeah, run with that if you're Duncan.
True.
Run with that story. Like, hey, we don't
sell shit to guys like that.
We don't like that. That's bad stuff.
That would be funny to just call it like murder juice. Like, yeah, get your murder. We don't sell murder.
Well, they had
juice.
the murder ball, remember? Or the medicine ball. I'm fucking it up. That was, by the way, we're such idiots. We're like, it's a secret menu thing. The medicine ball when you're sick.
What is
It's
that?
just sugar. It's just like probably awful for you when you're sick, but it's like tart enough that you're like, it's helping my throat.
Wait, Starbucks has a secret medicinal beverage?
Yeah, it's called the medicine. Is it in the medicine ball? They don't call it that anymore. What do they call it now? But it's just like lemonade and a shitload of honey, and it's probably just an insane amount of sugar. And you think it's helping because of all the honey, but it doesn't do shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go puke on a Starbucks counter and be like, I need the medicine ball.
It's that's you got to be pissed if you're Howard Schultz.
Bad for Starbucks. I mean, they had their scandal. I think like 3 years ago, they like kicked a black guy out of there.
Oof.
Yeah, Starbucks, the
not
employee
good.
kicked the black. He didn't buy anything. He was having a business meeting. He's talking business, and they
But
kicked
they
it.
never kick anyone out. It's such
I know, it was pretty nuts.
that feels personal.
It does feel personal.
I go in there all the time to pee, and I don't get anything.
I'm in there. You're in there you're trying to sign someone up to a pyramid scheme. Like, get the fuck out of here. Let me tell you about a business opportunity. And they fucking kicked him out, and it was like a huge deal. It was in Philly.
Damn.
That Starbucks came under massive fire, and they had to come out and be like, the CEO has to come out and be like, we don't like that at all.
It's so stupid too because they did that thing years ago at Starbucks where they're like, let's have a talk about race. Remember that ad campaign they did, and we're like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Because they kicked out a black guy. They had to do it.
That's so stupid.
And now they have murderers. Yeah, that's what happens. They're like, they're kicking out black guys. I'm going to get a coffee before I murder someone here. This is a perfect place for me.
Coffee it really is great.
Drinking a coffee and
It gets
murdering
you up.
somebody would be pretty sick.
Yeah.
I think it'd be pretty nice. You see like heart rates pouncing as you go away. You're like, God damn, I shouldn't have had that second shot of espresso. That was too much. That was way too much, dude.
Yeah, I'm freaking out. No, I feel like just murdering someone would wake you up though.
True.
That would probably get your heart rate up. I also think, I was a little annoyed that New York's getting bad PR. They're like, told you New York's dangerous. I'm like, oh, we have to answer for this fucking psychopath?
Yeah.
I don't know where he's from.
Yeah, and that's also not like, that's like a weird high-level hitman crime.
That's
know
what
I
they
mean?
say, but then it doesn't look that professional because they found him on camera. And if you're a high-level hitman, you're not going to Starbucks before.
True. That's
a weird move.
True. Apple Pay. Right there. No, yeah. When I say high level, I mean just like killing a CEO is like a high level murder. You would think there was like some powerful interest behind it, or maybe it was just a psycho attacking. I don't even know that guy.
Who knows? I mean, it could be a guy who's fucked over more than a health insurance company. I mean, it's like, I feel like that's why Joker resonated with so many people because in the beginning, he's getting fucked over by his insurance. So you're like, all right, whatever he does is kind of fine.
That's true. No,
I
that's
think-
true. You
I
get a
think-
surgery the day before, your thing lapses, and like you got to pay fucking $90 million. You're like, you motherfucker.
We've all been on hold with an insurance company. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's where you lose it.
True.
Because, they always, I mean, and also it's like, that's a job I would not want. CEO, you're making a shitload of money at the expense of a lot of people who are suffering.
Yeah. And that's the whole point of insurance. You're taking in more money than you're paying out. So you have to try to pay out as little as possible.
And it does feel like they're trying to fuck you sometimes.
They are. That they have to.
Yeah.
Their whole thing has to be, a lot of those places are like, they have like research about this. There's just like 40% or whatever of people, if you're just like, yeah, sorry, no, they'll just be like, well, I guess I'm fucked then. And then there's like another percentage of people who will actively follow up, but then you can be like, well, all right, we're going to sue you. And like, all right, I'm not doing that. So there's like only a small percentage of people will like know the steps to be like, oh, I got to get a lawyer now. Like nobody thinks about that or like can afford a lawyer.
And it's exhausting. They tire you out. If you're sick, you don't want to deal with making all these phone calls anyway. I mean,
Yeah.
I think about it all the time, the ways they pretend they're hooking you up. I was at a dermatologist once and like, your insurance covers you like a free chemical peel. And I was like, why the fuck would I want a chemical peel? And they're like, well, you get it for free. And I was like, maybe I want one.
Yeah, maybe I'll take that.
It's free. But then they didn't cover the fucking medication I needed.
What?
So it's like they cover shit you don't need. It's like they know how to fuck you, is my point.
Yeah, they do. They're very good. Again, it's the whole point of their operation is to take in more money and pay out less. And they're supposed to pay you out if bad things happen. But the way they can make more money is to not pay you out. And then if you don't know the steps, it's like, yeah, that guy's fucked.
This feels political now. We're like standing back and
telling
we're
you,
just
dude.
agreeing.
I'm telling you, we are,
Like,
right? Well, that's a great point.
this is crazy.
That's a great point. I actually agree with that.
We do have to do something about these healthcare companies.
True. But yeah, that one guy, he did it. But
Not that much.
yeah,
but
that's too much. That was
something.
too damn much. That guy's...
A silencer, too, is like, it also makes you realize how desensitized
Yeah, it's
we
pretty
are.
pro hitman, dude. Silencer, too?
But you could just buy a silencer.
Can you?
I'm sure somewhere.
Wait, I wanna
in
get-
America, you're telling me you
Yeah,
can't?
true.
It's
That's
not that
true.
hard to get a gun here.
I thought they were... Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess silencers aren't that illegal.
I don't know.
I mean, they have to be illegal. You can't wear a bulletproof vest. If a cop sees you in a bulletproof vest, you can get or they can stop you. Like, what the fuck?
I feel like if you're a CEO of a health insurance company, you should get to wear a bulletproof vest for a while.
true.
Like a little while.
That's how they say that's the best way to get away with killing somebody is opening the door, and as soon as they open, just blast them and walk away. Because you don't enter the house, you don't leave DNA evidence. But
Damn.
all the cities now are gridded with cameras. Like, you really can't do that.
Yeah, it's weird. Like we're like close to living in like a Minority Report type of world where, it's like, how are you? It's amazing when people get away with murder. Like that's why that John Bonet thing was so shocking. I was like, in my head, I was like, well, I wonder who did it. I forgot they didn't solve it.
Oh, yeah, they didn't, did they?
They didn't solve it. It's so shocking. You watch Forensic Files. I like the ones where they solve it too. I don't like the true crime where they're just like unsolved murders. It's so unsatisfying. You're like, there's a piece of shit who got away. But then you watch Forensic Files and they're like, thanks to DNA, we caught this guy.
Got him every time. Yeah. Also, too, whenever I watch that and they don't catch the guy, I'm like, he's definitely right outside my house right now. He's gonna fucking rape me and kill me. He's gonna kill me.
I used to watch those. They'd be marathoning them on the road on like headline news and just be like 40 Forensic Files on the road. I'd be watching, in some fucking motel on the side of the highway, just like opening my, like, oh, fuck, why am I doing this to myself? Opening that dumb little curtain, you see meth heads.
Yeah, I still get scared. I get scared in hotels all the time. I'm like,
Really?
yeah, like I'll just hear like someone else's door bang and I'm half asleep and I'm like, someone's in my room. And I look around. I'm like, dude, you're such a fucking pussy.
I was leaving a hotel in Omaha a couple years ago, and there was a guy, it was like 4 a.m. early flight, it was like a 6 a.m. flight out. And there was a guy just sitting on the floor in the hallway, just like crying. And I was like, you just don't want to even see, you just like something bad happened.
No, man. Yeah, you don't want to see that at all. That sucks. Would you just walk right by, just wheel
Yeah,
your
of course, I'm not dealing with that guy. What do you think? I'm going to chat him? What happened, buddy? Best case scenario, there's a dead hooker in that room. Something bad happened.
Yeah, true. Oh, God.
Or
yeah.
a live one, and I don't know. Something bad happened, though.
Yeah, also, I was like, go in your room, dude. Don't fucking, this is what they're for. Go cry like everyone else does in your hotel room. Don't sit in the hallway.
I know. The
Tension
public crying is, and then like in New York, I don't mind it as much because that city's supposed to break you. But when you see it in like a smaller town, you're kind of like, something sinister just occurred.
Oh, my. Yeah, true. True, yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
that
Ryan
sucks.
Hamilton, my friend, has a joke. It was like, New York's the only city where you just see people openly weeping.
Did you
know?
see it a lot there?
Yeah.
I could see that.
I guess other cities. I guess Philly, too.
Yeah.
Boston. I think big cities, you'll see it.
I did a month sublet in New York because I thought about moving there like a long time ago, and I was like, man, get the fuck out of here. I went right back to Philadelphia. I was
Really?
Like, oh my, I couldn't do it.
But the Philly to Austin is an interesting move because it's such a different pace,
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I had kids. And once, like, when I had the kids, I'm like, I wanted to get out of Philly anyway. And then I was, like, thinking about moving to, like, the outside of Philly suburbs. I had this, like, it would have been a bad plan. I was looking at this, like, plot of land that turned out to be, like, a floodplain. It was bad. And I was like, I'd be an hour from every airport. And, like, there was no way I could do stand-up there. I was like, I'll make it work. And then I was talking to Shane. He's like, you want to go to Austin? I was like, yes, please. That would solve all my problems. Thank you. That'd be the best thing ever. Because that way it's like a decent quality of life and for like kids and stuff, and you can just do stand up every night if you want.
Yeah, the club is good, man. The mothership's cool.
It is good.
It's a good
Motherfucking
club.
ship.
It makes me a little nervous how many people are always there. I don't like to, because I want to do new stuff, and I don't want to just like, you see these people every few months for me because I'm visiting. I'm like, I don't want them to see me bombing. Yeah.
It is.
I like to bomb in the shadows.
It's true. True. It is an intimidating green room too. It's like, it's just that long oak table, and there's 40 fucking people, and it's like, yeah, I was silent for the first like 5 months. I would just sit there and just be like,
It's hardcore. It's like a weird health movement, but also everyone's smoking cigarettes in there.
I know.
I did the smelling salts.
I don't understand why.
I don't
people
know
do-
why I did it. Rogan's like, oh yeah, they're good. They'll help you. No one tells me not to put them right to my face. I thought I was dying because I've had allergic reactions before, and I was like, and Joe's like, he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, God, I'm such a pussy.
No, it's ammonia. That's right. Your body you're just smelling ammonia, and I don't know why everybody does it.
I think I saw Josh Allen or some football player do it on TV, and I was like, oh, I should fucking get me jazzed up for a set. And then I tried it, and I was like, yeah, if you're like a pro athlete, it seems kind of cool, but I'm not. I'm a whiny fuck who just was like, ugh.
There's better ways to get lightheaded. It's all. Getting lightheaded is cool, but it's like I don't understand. I see dudes back there just ripping them, and I'm like, dude, you guys just telling me you love smelling ammonia like that? Like, just fucking drink some coffee. Do anything else.
Coffee's the move.
Yeah, do anything.
I saw a bartender once say to someone, she goes, do you have any Red Bull? He goes, we don't carry Red Bull. You want caffeine buzz? We'll give you coffee. And I was like, wow, the way he said it was so cool.
Oh, shit.
I think about it all the time.
Just gatekeeping the caffeine buzz.
Yeah,
He's like,
fuck Red Bull.
Bullshit out of my fucking face. I drank a Rockstar last year because I was like tired, and I was like, I was at the Super Bowl with Shane. I was like, I don't drink that much, so I was like hungover from the day before. I'm a total pussy. I'm
With him, it's impossible not to be hungover.
dude, I was dying.
You can't be a casual drinker around Shane. You can't have, you either are sober or you have 14. You can't have two.
There's no middle ground. And
Yeah.
that night I had like a lot, and the next day I'm just struggling. I'm like, oh, so I was like, let me get a Rockstar, dude. I felt like I was on meth. I drank like half a Rockstar, and I was like, I gotta go home, guys. And I was like laid in my hotel room, like, oh, I felt terrible.
Oh, dude, I hate them.
I wish somebody stopped me and said, you want a fucking caffeine buzz? Have a coffee. There's shit in that stuff. I don't know what it is.
Even gas station coffee, I like. I just like coffee. I like the ritual of the coffee, the energy drinks. I remember drinking, when you're a young comic, barking and stuff. It was, I need energy. I'll drink a 7-hour energy. And I'm like, even then, you're like, we haven't heard from them in a while. Lord knows what the fuck was in that shit.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. The 5-hour when they do the shot real quick.
But then it turned into like 7-hour.
Oh,
It was
really?
like that Something About Mary scene where he's like 6-minute abs. And he's just like, what if someone did 5? And he's like, no. But they went the other way.
Damn,
just
so they
kept
bumped
adding.
up 7-minute energy.
Yeah, that shit. I think it was 7. Wasn't it 7-hour energy? I think they kept bumping it up.
That makes sense. It's also it is funny to just like the term energy just got like appropriated into being like you're just like hitting yourself with stimulants. It's like, no, I have energy right now. It's like, no, dude, your fucking brain's wired on stimulants.
Yeah, well, I was listening to your podcast where you're talking about just sleep and how important sleep is. And you're like, oh my God, we'll do anything but the thing we're supposed to do.
I know.
Sleep is the thing.
Dude, I fought it for a long time because I would get into coffee. I'm like super sensitive to caffeine, so if I drink caffeine in the morning, I for real have 7-hour energy. I'm like,
But do you take
why?
naps during the day ever?
If I drink caffeine, I can't take naps.
Same.
So what I try to do, I like just white knuckle through a morning. Then I won't have coffee, but I will take a nap in the middle of the day, and it's like, dude, you feel so good.
I've never been able to do it.
Oh, I love it. Dude.
I can't. Sometimes I'll be so tired that I just fall asleep early or something. But like I can't nap. I drink too much caffeine.
That's the problem. If I have caffeine, no nap, or I'll take a fucked up nap where I wake up like, oh fuck. But it's like, yeah.
How about the melatonin stuff? I hate that shit.
Dude, I tried it, and then someone told me it shrinks your balls, and I'm like,
really?
They hit me with the yellow 5. They're like, yo, you hear that stuff shrinks your balls, and I was like, nah, I'm not doing it. So I was taking it on the road.
Why does it shrink your balls?
I don't know. Andrew Huberman said it. Someone said
Really?
that Andrew Huberman said that, and I was like, all right, fair enough. I'm not fucking. He's got to be right. He's got to know about that.
He seems like he knows a lot of stuff.
He's using them, bro. So he's got to know. He's using his balls a lot, so that guy knows. He's keyed in on the fucking ball research.
Yeah, the melatonin gives you nightmares. I feel like
Yeah, you get. I would take it. I started fucking around with it on the road because I'd be like, I'd be in different time zones, and I get off stage, and as soon as I get back to my room, just swallow melatonin, wishing it was just cyanide, just right in my throat, and I would like sit there and read a book, and all of a sudden you do get like really heavy.
Yeah.
Have you ever taken it before?
Melatonin?
Yeah.
I have like a powder. This stuff I try sometimes called Beam, and it's like it's got all kinds. It's got magnesium, all this stuff.
Podcast sponsor.
Yeah, they sent it to me, and they sponsored the pod.
I had it too.
And I was like, I started buying it because I was like, get me some more of that. They're like, they pulled their sponsorship. I was like, fuck it, I'll buy it like an
You
adult.
strung out like Elvis, dude.
Yeah. But Yeah, no, but I would get nightmares. I would wake up like sweating, like what the fuck? I have nightmares every night, and I'd be like, that can't be good sleep.
No, yeah. That's, I took it one time, like, I was like, I'll just take it at like fucking 6 p.m. Just get like ready for the sleep. I didn't realize how hard that shit hits you. I did the same thing, the beam powder. And I was like getting something for my kid, and I was like, what the fuck? And it just like hit me out of nowhere, and I was like, oh shit. But yeah, it does. The melatonin works, but yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, it's just.
But does it work? Because they're
Yeah,
like,
are you
we're not
getting-
feeling refreshed, right?
Yeah, I was like tracking. I was like psycho tracking my sleep at the time, and I would get like more deep sleep from it. But
Really?
Yeah, but it's like addictive, dude. Then like next thing you know, every night I'm like, I should take a little melatonin tonight, and I was just like, but I've heard that it's not when they say like 2-3 milligrams, 5 milligrams, it could be like anywhere from like 25 to 1. Like it's
What?
way off.
How the fuck do they get away with that?
I don't know. It's like who the hell's going back and forth and like analyzing it. So, and they could say like these products in like tiny print, like may or may, but I've heard that. That's also from the Hughes.
I hate tiny print.
I know it's fucking.
So they fuck you.
It's fucking bullshit. But
they
yeah,
fuck you every
apparently
time.
Hughes is way against the melatonin. And then I heard the thing about like being 20 milligrams. I'm like, whatever. And he's like, it shrinks your balls. I'm like, that's say less, brother. I'm off
Are
it.
smaller balls that bad though? Who cares?
Yeah, but you don't want to get them shrunken. That's the problem. It's like, what the fuck? It just anything that can shrink your ball. It isn't that big of a problem when you think about it. But like, just having them
Hey,
shrunken.
your dick's looking a little bigger.
That's
you know?
true. That's actually
There's some stuff going on.
You're sleeping great.
You're sleeping well.
Yeah, it's not a bad point.
But there is something about them being. It feels less manly, I guess. Big
it's-
balls is a good thing. That's what they say.
Yeah, exactly. And it just there's something about it, something you're eating shrinking your ball. Like, dude, the yellow 5. As soon as I found out about that, I was terrified back in the day. Like, yeah, you know that shit.
What's the
shrinks.
yellow 5?
Never heard yellow 5 shrinks your balls?
What's that?
It's just a food dye. It's like the yellow 5 food dye or whatever the fuck it was called. But they were like,
Hey, you're
bro,
best off just eating as naturally as possible. But like that's the thing. Like when you travel for work and you're waking up at weird hours, like you're eating weird.
Yeah.
You're sleeping badly. Like it just adds up. You
yeah,
just
usually shitting not the best either.
a bad gas station shit. There's something about that where you're like, all right, there's something dark.
Yeah, especially the worse the bathroom looks too. Just shitting in it, you're just like, dude, how did I get here? This is terrible. Someone definitely just shot up.
Oh, everything's like a little less healthy when you go. Like in New York, you can eat pretty healthy, but then the diner's been destroyed in New York because the rent is so damn expensive. So you're like, did I just spend $22 on 3 scrambled eggs?
I know.
It's insane. But then you go on the road and just the little things that you don't think about where you're like, all right, they put like a fucking bucket of butter on my toast.
Yeah.
This is like the hash brown's a little crispier. Everything tastes great, but you're like, man, I don't have the energy I had after this meal that I normally have.
No, dude, I'm almost pre-diabetic now. I was traveling a lot, eating out. I thought I was pretty healthy.
You look healthy. You look like a gym guy.
Dude, I was working out and everything, but I was eating so much food when I was like, it's like, dude, I'm like getting the restaurant.
Because you need something. You need a win on the road. Sometimes you have a bad set or something, or you're like, just like the anxiety.
You need to do I need to do something somewhat self-destructive, and it's like
and you don't drink, and you don't do
I don't
drugs.
really drink, and I have not cheated on my wife, so I'm like, I'm left with nothing but overeating. So I'm like, well, I have to overeat, so I would just pig out, and I can't.
That's for all the vices you have, though. As long as you don't go diabetic, but like that's not the worst vice.
Well, now I get to reverse it. Now I get to have a health journey where I can be like, guys, I was at 5.7 A1C. Now I'm going to try to get down. I kind of was happy to learn about that. I was like, oh, cool. This is like a cool thing now.
It's another chapter.
Yeah, exactly. It's like something I can do, and if I can actually get it down under control, that'll be kind of fun to be like, I got mine down. 5.7 is the beginning range of pre-diabetes. Like I'm at the door. I'm on the doorstep.
Damn.
My dad has
Don't
type
go
2
in.
diabetes. I know I haven't.
Your dad is type 2?
Oh, yeah.
Is he overweight or no?
He's like lost. Yeah, he's got like a beer belly, but he also like, dude, I worked with him for a while, and he was demolition, and we would, on the way home from work, he would drink a milkshake every day.
Yeah,
That's how he
do it.
rocked. It was like 4 soft pretzels and a milkshake every day on the way home. And I'm like, dude, I'm just eating too much rice. How the fuck am I pre-diabetic? This is bullshit. This is fucking nonsense.
A milkshake. I haven't had one of those in fucking forever.
Dude, I've never seen anyone do that, because we were doing a thing where you burn steel, and it was I forget that galvanized steel, so it's coated in zinc, which like, I don't know, protects it against rust or something. So when you burn the steel, there was this thing, they'd be like, yeah, you got to get your calcium. So it's like calcium somehow traps zinc. This was all like
So that turned into a milkshake.
Yeah, then he was like, we need milkshakes. It's like, so we can stay
This will
healthy.
help. McFlurries will help us if we. I think the last time I had one, we had Bill Burr on our podcast, and it's a drinking pod. So we were like, Norman's like, he doesn't drink. We should do. He likes milkshakes, and I'm like, all right. So we're like, we got to get Bill Burr in a good mood. So it was like milkshakes and cigars was the trick.
That's kind of nice,
And
actually.
it was a fucking great combo.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, of course, two nice things. Of course, they, but
Yeah, but-
they don't always work together,
They never. I don't think anyone besides my dad actually does milkshakes and a cigar.
It was nice.
That is awesome. How do you like that?
He was in a good mood.
Nice.
We were, he, you just don't want to rattle him. He's Bill Burr. So
Yeah.
But at first we were like, he was like, this time to this time, I have a heart out, like whatever you need.
Yeah.
We had a friend waiting in the hallway to do the next episode. And then at 4:15, his out was 4. We were like, we got to get out of here, right? He's like, no, I don't. He's just like hanging out. We're like, all right. I got a text from Mateo Lane. Like, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's Bill Burr,
Yeah, that would suck, just absolutely drawing his ire and just having him just being like, fuck you.
You fucking asshole.
How's your milkshake, Bill? I just wanted you to have fun.
If you want to piss him off, just tell him the Patriots Super Bowl doesn't count where Marshawn Lynch should have run it.
That's a good point.
He screamed at me for like 15 minutes straight.
Really?
Yeah.
You could get him on the vax too. He's super
Yeah.
super freaked out on the vax. That'd be fun. But you got fucking vax. You bitch. That would
That would
get
piss him
anybody.
off.
Yeah, that would get anybody.
I'm not looking to piss him off.
No, I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
I would never call him Bill Fisber. Piss him off. But no, I would not want that guy on my ass. That would suck.
No.
Now they're saying you got to check if you're at like a public bathroom. You got to open the thing and look into the toilet roll because people using IV using like needles for drugs, heroin or whatever,
God.
are taking their syringe and just like sticking it using that paper towel roll to like clean off the needle. And he showed a picture and it was just like little poke holes with just blood, like little like blood spots everywhere.
That sucks because you already don't want to shit in a public restroom.
I know, dude.
And now you got to worry about a needle.
Dude, yeah, for real. And I don't know why the guy was like, women should be more concerned than men. It's like, all right, I'll take it. But it's like,
No, I'm not
apparently-
thrilled either. What the hell?
But it's like, dude, yeah. So I don't know what the rationale. Maybe vaginas absorb. I don't know. But it's like,
Well, I'm doing the tour bus for the whole thing, so it's a lot of public restroom shitting.
yeah,
Because you're like, you can't poop on that bus.
yeah,
You're not
exactly.
allowed to. So next day, either the rec center, we go play a little ball, or we,
That's kinda nice.
Go to get, you poop there, or
Check.
you poop at the.
Yeah, open the thing and just look. Even if you don't see blood, but if you see little poke holes, that means people were cleaning their needles off. Maybe it's some internet bullshit, but I saw the picture. I was like, that actually does make sense.
It bugs me too that these like heroin addicts are like worried about germs.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, like fuck, just do heroin,
Yeah,
you
be
fucking
a
pussy.
Be a man. Also, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like you're worried about germs. You're taking toilet paper roll. I'm like, let me clean this off.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
annoys me.
Yeah, it was funny in Philly when they gave I'm sure you've seen the thing of like Kensington Avenue where it's like just K&A and there's guys like everyone's standing outside. Did you ever see like that shit on YouTube?
What is it?
In Kensington Ave in Philadelphia, it's like one of the biggest heroin markets, like I think in the country. It's like Skid Row. It's not as big as Skid Row, but it is just the people outside, tents, like zombified, standing out there.
It'll shock you. This country, man, like every downtown now has that.
Yeah, except for Irvine. I was just in Irvine recently. They have 0 homeless people.
They got rid of them all.
They do.
Yeah.
In Irvine, they offer you a bed, and if you say no to the bed, they put you on a bus, and they're like out of here to LA. I swear that's their policy.
Yeah, Rudy Giuliani did that back in the day in New York.
Did he really?
Yeah, they got rid of the homeless people.
They just gave
Sent
him
them on a train.
to where?
I think to the West Coast.
Damn.
So he probably sent them to Irvine, and then they were like, "You go back that way."
Get the fuck
That's probably
out
what
of
happened. Yeah, no, that's even in like downtown Salt Lake. I was, you're walking by, like, holy shit, this is crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Everywhere.
Yeah, but dude, it's funny in Salt Lake. I was there at a farmer's market like last year, and I was talking to this guy who was like, he was campaigning for mayor. Yeah, I think he had been mayor before and stopped. He's like, they need me back, and I was like, the park was beautiful. I was like, dude, this is awesome here, and he was like, well, yeah, there was homeless people here, and like they got cleared out right before the farmer's market, and I was kind of hitting him with like, that's what's up. And he was like, no, it's actually an injustice, and this is why I'm running. I was like, oh shit, my bad. I was like, fuck, my bad, dude. He's like, it's really sad. They took the prescription medication and kicked him out. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, but look at these avocados. This is such a nice
I did hit
market.
him with that. I was like,
Yeah.
you got to be honest, dude, though. It is way better. I was like, just on a level of just enjoyment, it is kind of sweet that they're not here right now. And he was like, whatever.
He wouldn't give that to you.
He was just kind of he was just kind of like, all right. But I was like, bro, I was like, it's nice you're defending them, getting their tents taken up. But I think it'd be sad if I saw that part. But the aftermath is nice.
It is weird too that these tents are being used for that. Like, the guy who designed the tents were like, this is good for camping. You're going to go on a nice thing. And then you just get people with needles like, oh, fuck.
That's true. You would think, the thing about like the love of nature and you're like hunting and living off the land. It is mostly just like emaciated human beings like selling each other for sex and
It sucks, man. And
dying.
it's getting
A lot of dying in them. A lot of people
Yeah.
dying in those tents.
It's getting worse, man. You go around you just find areas where you're like, there are so many people unwell that you're like, yeah, it's not going to get better anytime soon.
No, dude. And imagine nobody's getting really born. Is anyone born into homelessness now? Or do they just what do they do with you then? I guess they take your kid.
Yeah, I guess. I
didn't think about the
You don't
homeless
see a lot of
babies.
homeless kids on the street.
You don't, just the adults.
Yeah.
I think they take you if they see you as a homeless kid. No Oliver Twist. If they see you as a young homeless kid, I think they're like, get the fuck out of here.
I would hope.
Because I'm just waiting, because if that becomes a permanent class in America, that's what I'm kind of seeing, where do they go from there?
Yeah, they
You know
have the
what I
new
mean?
thing, the Demolition Man, predicted everything, and it's the sewer people. That might be next. You're like, fuck, all these.
Well, there are people who do live in little catacombs and under bridges and stuff. And I heard Germany now, they have a crack epidemic in Germany. It's crazy. Everything, nothing goes away. They just come back. Now Germans are dealing with a hard 1980s crack epidemic.
Oh shit!
They're
That
all blazing
sounds so
rock.
vintage to
I know.
us, but
I
yeah,
know.
to them. Crack in Germany. And that was the one place in Europe I didn't go, and I was so bummed because I feel like Berlin is supposed to be sick, and
Yeah.
I've never. Yeah, I was bummed I couldn't make that one work.
How is stand up in Europe? They all speak English. Right?
Amazing.
Is it
dude.
fun?
You know what's funny? My worst set I killed last year in London, and then this time I just was I think it was my worst show there. I hit Belfast, Dublin, Paris wasn't amazing. I mean, the city's amazing. Just the stand up is it's whatever. Paris is meh. That's no. And then what else? Oh, Amsterdam, Copenhagen, Stockholm, and Oslo were all incredible.
That blows
Incredible.
my mind. They can all listen to stand up. I just assume there's no way these guys.
You would have a lot of fans over there.
That's crazy.
It's amazing, and they're.
That's nuts.
It's some places blow you away. You're like, wow, I moved more tickets than I expected here, and then some you're like, man, it's a light show, but even the light shows were pretty damn good.
That's awesome. I guess they're pretty happy. You're in another, they're in another country and
fucking beautiful.
yeah, just some fucked up.
But it is
bullshit
funny when you
country.
run into a fan on the street that out of there. I saw a guy in Dublin, and he was like, "Oh my God, you're here!" I was like, "Oh, what's up, man?" And he goes, "Are you doing a show tonight?" And I was like, yeah." I was like, "Yeah, I think there's still a couple tickets available." And he was like, I was like, "Oh, he's not going to come." What are the odds I run into a fan an American fan in another country? And he's like, "Nah, I'm good." I know. I was like, "Wow, all right."
All right, dude, that's cool. Yeah, that would be cool to be in another country. Oh, that's crazy. People are like, "Hey, man, what's going on?" You're like, "What the fuck?"
They do a double take because they're like, "Why are you here?"
Yeah,
But it's have you done Australia yet?
I did. I opened for Shane in Australia. It's
pretty cool.
It was cool. It's just the flight is fucking
It
brutal,
fucks you up.
dude. It fucks you up for forever.
The way back fucks you up worse.
Yes.
Going there, it's I just drugged myself.
Yeah.
A few muscle relaxers, a couple glasses of wine. I'm like, I'm fucking good
Yeah, I'm
out.
alright.
But then on the way back, I was like, I'm bad for a week.
I was fucked up, dude. I had kids. That was when they were really even younger. So we did a show the last night, got home at maybe 2 or 3, woke up at 5 for the airport. I don't think I really even slept. And then I can't really sleep on planes that well. So if I slept on the way back, maybe for an hour or two, and I was awake for the most of it, and then got dropped off at the Newark airport, and then had to drive. This one was in Philly. I was awake for basically 24 hours, and then had to just drive from Newark to Philly.
Oof.
And to my wife, who was like, "Finally, you're back," all that shit. And I was
Yeah, you
just
don't don't walk into a happy room there either.
No,
I see that with Gary because who I tour with, he's got a family and I don't. So I'm seeing he's like, she's like, "You didn't FaceTime me." I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm just fucking."
Dude,
I'm
you
having a lower
FaceTime,
pressure.
You watching your kids cry through FaceTime while you're in a hotel room while your wife is just huffing
Yeah.
it's hell. It's the fucking worst. And you're sitting there like, "Hey guys," trying to tell you, well, maybe you should talk a little nicer. Maybe it's terrible. It's really bad. It's one of the saddest things of when you travel for stand up. Then eventually, as they get older, it becomes a little better. But when they're little and you're just
And you feel powerless.
oh, you just feel awful, dude. And you're like, "Why am I doing this? This sucks." But then you get it. But then the thing I always tell
But it's a
myself,
good example to work too, for your kids. You're doing
That's the thing.
You followed your dream and it worked out, and your kids will see that when they grow up, and that's a cool thing too.
that's what I tell my kids. I say, "Guys, I know you don't like when I go away, but if I were to stay here and do another job, I would kill myself. So do you want me to kill myself? You guys want your father to kill himself? Because it would be your fault."
We got you a babysitter. His name's Jared Fogle.
But it is true. You do have to. There is because I'd be like, I should be around more. But I know if I had a job that I hated, I would just be miserable in the house. So it's like, what's better,
Yeah.
having, you know, kind of someone who's traveling a little bit and happy in the house, or someone who's there every day, like, oh.
And you got this going, so you have other things going on. I think you said a good. I hear it more from female comics because I think women are expected to be like the mom should be there. The mom shouldn't be traveling. And I know some female comics who have babies or young kids, and they're just like, Rachel Feinstein's one of my best friends, and she was like, if he could go to work like whenever, he could do like all these 24-hour shifts. I leave for like a spot. They're like, they treat me like I'm Casey Anthony, So it's like,
when the baby's really young, it is like a biological reality that they do need the mom. Like, they need the mom more. I mean, you can bottle feed them and stuff like that. But yeah, the mother guilt is like 50 million times worse. And yeah, you are judged.
You were in there. You were in her.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, there's that,
Yeah. There's a connection. Yeah, it's a real connection. There's actually, now I've read in Sweden, man, the headline's really working in my favor today. They're actually applying to everything. But there's a movement now called soft girl. There's like soft girls now, they're called. So like there's women who are now rejecting the workforce and being like, no, I'm a soft girl. So you're either a boss. I was like, what is the fuck's it called?
This is in Sweden.
Soft woman. Yeah, they call them soft women because you're either a boss lady or a soft woman. And now there's people embracing the soft woman lifestyle where they're like, yo, work sucks. I'm becoming just like a pure stay-at-home soft woman.
It would originate in Sweden because they're just so fucking liberal there. So it's like that's where they'll try out. It's like this is what we'll try out, the liberal idea, and if it takes flight, it'll move over to like the other Scandinavian countries, then make its way here. Yeah, but like that's where you debut it.
I think they went. Well, that's more. There's more like liberal boss ladies. If you're like a boss lady was like, I'm gonna kick ass at work. Don't even ask me to do anything around the house. It's fucking bullshit. Blah blah blah. But now there's a lot of women being like, yeah, this kind of sucks having a job. Like, it's not as cool as I thought.
Yeah, I think, a lot of people, they identify as what their job is.
Yeah.
They're like, that's how they describe themselves. I'm a this.
Well, that's my thing is like, if you're in a 2-income household and your husband makes enough and you're still working, that's when I start to question. I'm like, dude, it's one thing if you're like running a fucking company, you're a boss lady, but when like women are like, I choose to work, and they're like a team associate for like Verizon. It's like, fucking why?
But what if there's like what if there's like a prenup and the marriage doesn't work out? Then you're kind of just like relying on him forever.
That's true. That's true. And then he can like take your cell phone and like get into there are those guys who do that. Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense.
I think it's good to have your own thing.
Yeah.
I'm more attracted to women who have their own thing going on.
I like soft girls.
You want a girl who just waits for you?
Waits. Yeah. Soft girl. No, I don't care. If a woman works, I don't care. It is. I just think there is something like, I don't know, man. I do think there's something sad to have it put in a woman's head that like if they're not working, they're somehow like sold out their entire species, and they're like if they're brainwashed. It's like that working sucks too.
Yeah. No, I don't think that way either.
But I hear you. It is nice. I will say there is something nice to.
I just don't like the idea of a woman waiting around for me. Like she doesn't do anything and then she's like, where have you been? Like, I don't like that energy.
That's totally true.
I like her to have other shit like that she's got to deal with. It's good to have other things.
You're right. No, you are right, because I would say that is the downfall of a soft girl or whatever the fuck they're called. The where are you text increased by 500%. Once you go from a boss lady to a soft girl, it's like there's nothing. They're just dishing off where are you. Like, where are you?
I swear to God, when you said soft girl, I thought it was going to be like some like a trans like man, but like the penis doesn't work. I really thought because Sweden is so fucking liberal. I was like, it's going to be something like that. But.
Well, dude, there is something. Well, apparently, yeah, Sweden is the most liberal place, and that's why they're kind of like what the fuck's going on? Because a lot of women now, they're like, all right, we laid the path. Jordan Peterson talks about this. You laid the path for gender equality, and there's like they have more people than ever who are like, fuck that, I'm just gonna stay at home and be a traditional wife, which, whatever. It's just all fads.
But that's also their, that's. I guess it's weird if you had a male friend who would do that. Like, I'm just gonna like hang out. And you're like, all right, because I have a friend like that, and he hits me up for money, and I'm like, dude, just fucking do something.
Do something, yeah.
He's trying.
Is he a soft dad, or is he like?
No,
he just chills?
He fucked it. He had this woman who like was a hard worker and she like wanted to have a family with him, and he was just like, nah, I'm good. And he's just like a single dude just now.
Chills. Oh.
I'm like, dude, you really misplayed your hand here.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting like Venmo requests from him. I'm like, dude, come on.
Come on,
$60. You got to get your life together.
That's true. No, you did make a strong case for a boss lady, because it is true. You do want kind of someone who has their own thing going on, or else they're going to be fucking bugging you.
I just think it's nice. You have another thing. It's just like, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be like a crazy, but just have something else. Because you don't look at the divorce rate. Nothing. I mean, you hope things work out, but
No, it's about 50. I think we just came down from 50 to like 48%.
really,
Yeah.
So that's all right.
It's high. It's still pretty fucking high, dude.
But it's
50-50.
There's a reason people are getting less. Why is that?
Wait, getting divorced less?
Yeah, 2% is something, right?
That's pretty good. Yeah.
That's two. You said 48 instead of 50. I thought it was. So it went.
Yeah,
down,
it went
right?
down a little bit. It went down a little bit. It's all geographically.
I think
depends
abortion went down slightly too.
Did it really?
Yeah. Or maybe people are just being a little safer. Who knows?
Yeah. I wonder because it's the saddest divorces I've seen are when like people don't even hate each other at the end, when they're just kind of like.
It ran its course.
It's just when two people just like lose all passion for each other and just go like.
Yeah, you think you're gonna have like a season 4 Carmela Tony blowout on The Sopranos, but then at the end you're just like,
Yeah, I've always thought
just dead.
I always thought that was the saddest like versions. You hear people like, yeah, we one day looked at each other and we're like, nah, it was pretty mutual and peaceful. I'm like, that sucks. You'd want it to be like tears.
But if you have kids, that's what you need. Because
That's
the
true.
bad ones, you've seen those where you're like, holy shit, they just hate each other. I've seen people
Yeah,
who stay
true.
together who fucking hate each other. And that makes me sad too.
That's bad.
Because you're just like, you hate going home. That friend who will stay out with you all night. And you're like, man, this person rocks. And you're like, oh, they're deeply unhappy. That's why they're still drinking with me. Like you're just like so grateful that like this person wants to party, but they hate their home life.
That's true. That is the one thing where, when the divorce rate is at 40%, it's like, yeah, a lot of marriages, like just growing up, you see, you're like, damn, these guys hate each other. So that is a sad thing too, to like, cause there's no easy way because it is going to be stressful, but it's like, yeah, when do you throw in the towel is like a weird question. And mostly women initiate divorce.
Yeah.
It's mostly women who initiate it, which is
Yeah.
I've always been struck by that, but it's like.
Yeah. Maybe women put more stock in happiness. I think dudes are kind of more comfortable being miserable.
Yeah, true.
Women are like, am I happy? Like they're more introspective. I think women question things more than we
Yeah.
do. Like I'm happy to just go through life being like, I need a joke. I need this, But then every once in a while when you like face your feelings, you're like, oh my God. Like
Yeah.
it'll scare, because women are just like trained to deal with their feelings.
Yeah, all the
And
time.
we're not. So when I'll just like, I'm like, I'm feeling something I don't like. Whiskey, please. I'll just like,
Yeah.
I'll just bottle it up. But
Yeah,
that's not
they're
good either.
They're incommunicado all the times with each other about like what's stressing them, what's going on. And they are good about that, but sometimes it can be too much where I'm like, dude, it's like, well, you're invalidating my feelings. Like, they're dumb. They don't apply to the problem. They're just getting in our way. Turn it off now, cram
Yeah.
it down, and fucking deal.
Yeah.
But you are kind of right. I think I've talked about this before, but one time I was with my wife and she was like freaking out where it's like bedtime. She was just like panicking. I could hear her breathing weird. I'm like, what's the matter? And she was like, I'm like, just tell me what's wrong. And dude, she listed a rapid fire response of like 6 problems at once that had like sub problems about like this person. And I was just like, stop right now. It was so fast and it was just like.
And so organized.
Yes, it was like this interconnected web of like this person, that, and this happened. And then they thought this and that. And I was just like, I was like, all right, I don't ever want to glimpse into that ever again. But I was like, I feel for you.
Was it a work problem or just like a home problem?
I don't even remember. It was more of like a friend group / work thing that she was
Those kill
freaking
me.
out. Oh, dude, it was like.
You watch these. I don't watch them, but some of my girlfriend will have these like Real Housewives shows on, and I'm like, you're just manufacturing problems. I know that they're like fake and they're written and stuff,
yeah.
but these people, just the idea of these people who have nothing going on, they're like, this person didn't invite me to a party, and that's like an arc.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's your life.
That's like a punch in the stomach in girl world though. You have a party.
That's true.
You have a party.
But sometimes it's even less than that. Sometimes like this person like cut me off or was rude to me, and you're just like, all right.
Yeah, hold a grudge.
You're right. The party thing is actually, that was a bad example.
No,
because
but that does make sense though. It is
Yeah.
dumb, but it is like that is a thing since women don't like.
it does suck to
physically
not get
fight each
invited
other.
to a party. I don't want to go, but I do want to be invited.
Yeah, man.
Like I don't
that's
want to
true.
go to weddings ever, but like when I don't get the invite, I'm a little like, that's a bummer.
I get kind of sad as well.
Yeah.
I'd really not like to go to almost anything, but if I don't get invited, I don't like. What the fuck would
You just
guys
want to be thought of. You don't want to actually do it. You just want it's almost like at a certain point, the consent is better than the sex.
Yeah.
Where you're like, that woman was like, that woman would fuck you. And you're like, what? That's amazing.
True.
And then you just go home and you jack off and you're like, who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
yeah.
need the fucking sex.
I don't want to. Yeah, I want to keep the fantasy in my head.
Yeah.
But yeah,
the
you-
sex would ruin it. She would be like, oh, that was horrible. And you'd be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, that stinks.
But the idea that it could have happened, you're like, oh, fucking, I'll take it.
yeah, I always wonder. It's like, 'cause especially when you're before you're married, you do like, you're like, all right, I'm gonna have sex. It better be good. Now I'm just like, I'm not. I mean, if it's good, it's great. But if you'll just let me in there, I'm like, thank you, man.
Yeah.
Now you get to the point. I used to get like sad and resentful about that. Now I'm like, that is actually nice. You not wanting to have sex and letting me do that anyway. I'm like, thank you for that.
It's considerate.
That's very nice. I mean, that's very nice of you. You didn't have to do that. Next time, show some little more fucking spirit, all right?
I'm dating someone. I was walking back to the hotel from the comedy club last night, and some woman was like, "Oh my!" She was like so excited to see me. I was like, "Oh, what's up?" And I was like, "Well, if I was," she was like, "I'm a big fan." I was like, "Oh shit, cool." And we were talking a little bit. She was attractive, and I was like, "Man, if I was single, I would try to have sex with her, and I would lose a fan. I might as well just keep the fan."
True.
I'm better at comedy than that.
That is really funny, dude. That is, yeah. I've always been married. I never got to like sexually interact with my fan base.
How long have you been married?
5 years.
Oh, okay.
So I've been married.
I didn't get it when it was like good, really. I feel like because I was always just so quickly out of a breakup, and it was just like I was too sad, or I like wouldn't, or I would ruin it. I remember I fucked like an older woman in Portland once, and I was so sad after a breakup. She's like a divorced woman. She had a really nice house. And right after I came, she was like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Nah, I just miss my ex." And then she was like asking about it, and I was like, "I'm sorry, it's just like very fresh." And she was just like, "Well, it sounds like she doesn't want you back." And I was like, "She might." Like we got into like an argument about her. I was like, "It could work." And I was like, "Wow, this is like the worst one night stand ever. I suck."
There is something cool though about like the divorced lady energy.
Oh, she was like,
I'm glad those ladies are out there.
Oh my God, I love it.
Like, fuck your ex. She says like $1 million house.
Yeah, she's like, "Yeah, things don't work out, kid." You know?
Yeah. I haven't seen my kids in 6 months. They fucking hate me. Yeah, that is kind of funny to be like, she doesn't want you.
I know. She was right.
Oh, really?
She was definitely right. But I mean, I wasn't ready to hear it. I was still sad.
Yeah,
and you're just
true.
trying to numb yourself on the road. It's like anyway, it's like what I'm saying. You're trying to avoid the feelings of feeling.
Yeah.
But you have to, I've gotten better at just feeling when I'm sad.
Yeah, true.
Or, what you were saying in that podcast the other day, like just forcing yourself. I'm not like working out hard, but I'll go to the gym and you get a little boost,
Do something, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that helps me. I've been good at that. Like, I've been trying to do a thing where I just like, if I'm in a hotel, my first instinct is like, I'm just going to fucking watch porn and jerk off. Because otherwise, I can't fall asleep otherwise. And I've been like forcing myself to just lay in my bed and just feel whatever that feeling is of like, before that I would go away if I just jerked off.
I know what you mean. It's so tempting. It's like made up perfectly for it.
It's crazy, and I'm like, what is going on in me? And then I'll sit there and feel it. I'm like, maybe I can just fall asleep naturally, and then I will actually get relaxed, and then I'll just watch porn and jerk off. I'm like, oh, now I'm really gonna fall asleep.
I did the exact same thing last night. The only difference between me now and me and like in my 20s is I read afterwards.
Oh,
I
nice.
had my book with me. I was like, I'll read a few pages, then I'll fall asleep.
That is, nobody needs melatonin.
I still watch porn and jerked off, but
you read your book.
I read my book.
That is the melatonin company does not want you to hear this, but yeah, if you watch porn and then read a book,
You could do it.
you do not need melatonin.
You get sleepy.
You do. I read every night before bed. I love it, man.
What are you reading?
Right now, I'm reading a book called Money and the Meaning of Life. That's like, it's pretty good. This is professor talking. He's like a comparative religion professor who just like yammers on about like how money is like central to like, just like it's so deeply embedded in people's psyches, and how it's like we're pretty unique in that regard as like a civilization because it's like relatively new, I guess. And he just says like how you just need like to come up with a way in life that like money's always going to be important. If you try to tell yourself it's nothing, you're just fooling yourself, because it's like when you put like a lesser or base desire, you try to banish it from your consciousness, it just becomes wild and then just like goes crazy and like goes out of control. So his whole thing was like just try to make money the second most important thing in your life, because he's like it's probably the most important thing for pretty much everyone. It's understandable that it is, but if like you can make it the second most important thing, he's like that's an amazing achievement.
That's true, and family will be your number one.
No, me. No, yeah, anything. Family, just anything you're doing. It gets into the gift economy, how a true gift never stops moving. Like you're like, it's like, there's like a, I don't know, but yeah, he's like, if you can make it second most, and it's like, money's tied in with all of your other kind of like creaturely concerns, where he's like, if you can try to somehow make that second most important, he's like, amazing achievement. It was a good book. It was a good lesson.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to be reminded of things that we kind of already know.
Yeah, exactly.
You kind of know it, but a guy's just like, it's with everything. It's like, fuck. Sometimes you just see a comedian, you're like, oh yeah, I'm just supposed to be funny.
Yep.
Sometimes it's just so simple. Like you see the most obvious message in a movie or book, and you're like, why did I I know that, but why did I lose sight of it?
All the time. Yeah, it happens all. And that's what he was saying. He's like, when you try to banish these things from your consciousness, they just kind of work in the shadows and just take right over again without you even knowing. But yeah, that's helped me a lot in stand-up, is I used to always fucking panic everywhere. I'd be like, oh, fuck. Now I'm just like, there's people here. They want to laugh. I'm going to do my best.
You had anxiety to perform, you mean?
Yes. Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
All the time, yeah. Yeah, I would just sit there and go, ugh.
I dread it. I get really, and then I'm on and I feel fine. Once I get the first laugh, I feel fine. But like, yeah, I dread the waiting.
Yeah,
a comic before me could run the light by 2 minutes. I'm like, oh, you're killing me.
Get the fuck off.
I just want to fucking go on.
I know. Yeah, I've like relaxed a lot, but if I'm in a new scenario, like when I moved down to Texas, I had to go to the mothership. I was just like,
it's you have to prove yourself all over again.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of people know you, but you still have to. You feel like you have to prove yourself.
It's true. And I was like working on pretty much newish material because I like did the special and like I was like still trying to like build up like an hour. So I was just shitting myself the whole time. But it's like now I've like tried to take myself out of the equation as much as I can and just be like, these people want to laugh. I'm gonna try to make them laugh, and if I don't do well, it was a valiant effort, and I'm not gonna like freak out or be like, you're a fucking piece of shit. Like that stuff is bad.
I used to always think like it's one set. It's not going to change my life in any way. If you get a new joke, cool. But like this, I'm not ruining myself over this set.
Yeah.
Although Michael Richards might have thought the same thing. So you never know. But but that's how I feel.
Everyone bombs it. Yeah,
everyone says the N-word a bunch to strangers in the crowd. It'll be luckily camera phones aren't a real thing yet.
True.
Wait a second. Yeah.
No, you should have had the yonder bag, dude. Yonder bag is so important.
Yeah, Chappelle has to protect material. Other comics are like, I might have a racist tirade. I just need. No, but I really do feel that way. Like nothing really that bad is going to happen. Like you just give them the best show you can, especially when you're like really, you're working on stuff and you're building, and hopefully the crowds now are sophisticated enough to understand like how we have to do this. So they know, they listen to enough podcasts and stuff, or you're doing your show on your tour and you're like, this is where it's at right now. I hope it's good enough, but like, it'll get there,
For sure. You still get those psychos like, so you're going to do the same thing on the next show? And you're like, yes, I am. Get the fuck out of here. Do you like make it up every time? You're like, no, dude. What the fuck do you think I am?
I know. People think that.
I know.
Isn't that
like,
crazy?
They're like, so you're going to do like, what are you going to do for the next show? Just like something totally different? I'm like, no. The fuck
well, you do. I mean, look, there are moments where we're riffing, so they think that maybe the other stuff. There are moments where we're like, at the end of the show, I'll fuck around with the crowd. I'll like scream at a current event. I'll try to, or I'll do whatever. Say
that's kind of fun. Yeah.
Stuff like that, just to. Because I get bored with the material anyway, but like, yeah, the fact that they think it's all off the dome is insane.
It's crazy. But
that would be so fucking. I mean, there are dudes. I think Rory Scovel would do some shit
like
that.
He did a whole special where he just went completely off the dome.
He's a different breed though in that way. I think that normal comics, you just can't.
No, I don't know. It'd be a fun experiment, but it's also like.
But it would do a disservice. Like, can you imagine like Chris Rock off the dome as opposed to like seeing his? I want to hear his polished stuff.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. It's one of those things that sounds cool, but you'd also have to tell the audience that way they're bought in, so they're not just kind of like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
I know,
but. Well, dude, I think you crushed it, man. I think we're at an hour. Thank you so much.
So fun, yeah.
That was a blast, dude.
Thank you. It's the most we've ever spoken.
I know.
If you're ever in New York, you got to come by ours.
Please, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
This is what I've been video recording my basically first time really meeting people. It's really sweet. It's really cool. It's really awesome. But dude, thank you, man. What do you have? Man. Do you have anything you want to?
Yeah, I'm on tour like crazy. Starting in January, I got some clubs to warm up in, like San Antonio, Liberty, and Liberty Township, Ohio, which is like somewhere near Cincinnati, I think.
Nice.
And then Pittsburgh Improv, and then it's just like all theaters going forward, and we're doing the bus, so it's like Charlotte, Richmond, DC, Philly, Tulsa, fucking Austin, Dallas, West Coast, every city. So it's just sammorel.com/shows, and if you don't see it, it'll be there. It'll be there in the fall. I'm coming everywhere. So that's Segura. I'm so jealous of his tour name. I'm coming everywhere.
Is that what it is?
That's what he called. Like, what a great tour name.
That is pretty good.
But yeah, so it's just my website. Go to shows, and I'm really coming every city, and it's a new hour, and I feel like it's getting there. It'll be good by then. So
hell yeah, dude. You better get the fuck out there and go there, dude.
And we got our whiskey, Bodega Cat, which is going to be, it's me and Mark Norman's whiskey. I brought you a bottle. It's good stuff. It's everywhere in New York now. It's going to be everywhere here soon. So I'm pumped.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome, man. Oh yeah. Well, thanks for coming, dude.
Thanks for having me, dude.
Appreciate that. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Goodbye.